think we on up in here. Coffee and Kush TV, what's up? I hope I'm on. Shit, you know how this shit is. Coffee and Kush. Hit that one like something. Can you hear me? Could you hear me? What's up, Texas? Texas in the building. What's up with you, Amina? Amina's in the building. Terry Lynn. Jamie Lee is up in here. Mama Ryden was up in here early. What's up? I'm just waiting on y'all. What's up? Chicago is up in here. What's up? Yeah. Yeah. Did y'all do your research? Y'all did some homework last night? Yeah. Did you do your homework last night? Mm-hmm. Yep, you see the title. The Turks, the Moors, is a nation of Islam. What the hell? See? See? You don't have nowhere to go. All your North African enemies is here, right in front of you. I don't know what y'all reading the Bible for, thinking of the past, when the past was worried and prophesying about the future. What is y'all head stuck in the past for? We'll get to that. Who up in here? Who up in here? What's up, Nehemiah? Nehemiah up in here. Shout out to y'all. Y'all doing y'all homework. What's up, Bo Cat? You know, I see why all of my enemies are pirates. Press 1. You know that, y'all? Now that I'm paying attention, all of my enemies is pirates. Have you noticed I've been on the YouTube this whole time? And I just now realized what the problem is. The problem is all of them. Every last single one of them is nothing more than pirates. Muslim, black, Muslim, North African pirates. From Yuck Mouth, from him to all type of individuals who just have black people names all in their mouth, yet they copy them with every chance that they get. And it's nothing against foreigners and nothing like that. I'm just talking about these internet pirates who've been going around preaching Pan-Africanism and that you black and that you from Africa. They need you to be from Africa so bad because they need to relate themselves to you. If you didn't know that by now, you are not from Africa because I told you, Africa don't even exist. It's a corporate entity put forth by the British Royal Company. The African Royal Company, that's it. Those are the same people who was used to demolish all of the Asian continents, which y'all call Africa today. That is not the Africa continent. Not at all. That is Asia. How many of y'all people know that? And there are all type of Africans out here today that need you to be Africans because they need to trade themselves over. I mean, how could I say this? They need to steal your birthright so they can be citizens of this beautiful place. That's why Brother Polite and all of them have to do what they got to do. I wouldn't trust none of these people with my social security card. None of them. I wouldn't trust none of Sonetta's friends. Press 1. I hope y'all know who I'm talking about here. Because they trying to ignore me over there like I ain't. You feel me? So I'm going to put their forefathers up first. And then y'all going to get a chance to know who I'm talking about. Now, you either this one, we going right in. I'm not stopping because today's a new day. Ain't nothing new under the sun. This truth gotta get out. You gotta be either one of them, or you gonna be one of them. That's what you got here. Now, ain't no way of out of this. Press one, and we going full court press. Ain't no, ain't no way, nigga. Y'all getting up out of this. I'm not letting my old buddy Sachetta up out of this because he said I wasn't teaching y'all, and I took highly offense to that when I beat Jabari in a debate. I took highly offense to that. Coffee and Kush TV Morning Rant Show. These people are no different from these people. These people are the Africans. Y'all call Africans, but they nothing more than Asiatic people. North Africa is what they call the British Royal Company. And it's a collection of these individuals with these individuals to traffic individuals around the world and to cause a slave trade. Both parties are guilty of the transatlantic slave trade. There's no separating Asia from Africa. It's the same place. It's the same place. Now, I've been waiting on individuals, and I realized that you can't wait on them. They're not coming. They're afraid of the truth. They're afraid of y'all knowing the truth, because I know it. They're afraid of you knowing who the real slave traders are. So I'm going to play a little game today with the family. I'm going to play a little game, and I want y'all to name if they American or not. Press 1. I'm sorry. I ain't got shit else to do. I just want to come on and make y'all laugh today because I want y'all to know the difference between who we are and who these individuals claiming to be black, but claiming to be African American and use your storyline, but are really the Asiatics who came over here. Both parties, none of them are you. Only through the imagination of colorism, like the term black. But these people are in association with the British elites, the East Indian, the Caucasian. They're all united under the company. Do y'all understand that? Yesterday, I showed y'all a perfect example of what a pirate really looked like when I used the individual who was talking shit in my chat room. Press 1. And it was this guy at the bottom down here, Lori Hefe, but he had a haircut like this, which led me to believe if this guy takes his hat off at the bottom right here, he would have been a perfect example of the individual from last night. And I'd like to thank the young brother for calling into the show. I mean, just being a troll and helping me realize most of my trolls are little pirate scoundrels, little dirtbags. They the same ones who over there telling Kevin Samuels what black women need to do and this one and how they don't deserve no high value king and all this. That shit is not real. All those people are foreigners. Press 1. All those people talking about African American women need high value men. Why do you think all of those niggas is little narcissistic foreigners? Come on, check my resume. All of them. Your favorite one. So, it's nothing for me this is racism at its highest. Because all nations, have conspired against you. I'm just here to make it right. That's it. It's a lot of people through the term black that's pretending to be Afro-American. And if they're not Afro-American, they trying to convince me that I'm them from North Africa, and I'm not that. So y'all go ahead and ignore me, and I'll sit right here and do my thing. Thank you. You feel me? And my phone lines is open for Signetter only. Only Signetter. You feel me? That's it. No, and my callers, of course. But you feel me? I'm not debating nobody because there's nothing to debate. You feel me? You either this one or that one. That's it. And that's why I enjoy every bit of the show, because I get to teach people something new every single day. And every day we learn something is an uncovering. Press one. Press one. Now I'm gonna show y'all a pirate. Okay, this is a foreign enemy of mine. He's been on YouTube. His channel ain't been doing too good, but they know I got the truth. Would you consider this person a Afro-American or a foreign pirate? That's the game I'm playing today. Just because they don't like me. You feel me? So first person up is this guy. He's a dirtbag. Press one. You ain't even seen him yet, and you're going to press one. Press one. He's a dirtbag for sure, but I want you to know, Afro-American or pirate. Here we go. Here we go, right? My bad, my nigga. I don't mean to do this to you. It's going to hurt a little bit. You see this guy right here? Now, why do you think this guy's mad at me? Huh? What do you think his problem is with me? I don't know this, brother. But I know that I know the truth. And my truth is going to hurt. It's not meant to hurt. But when Israel or Jacob begins to separate himself and say, I am me and you is you, people going to get mad because they've been trying to dress and be like you for quite some time. In real life, they pirate. Press one. Now let's listen to this guy. Well, you can tell. You ain't got to listen to him. Just look at him.
Yeah, so this dude Coffee and Kush, right? For some reason, he got a thing with
Don't
the East
listen to him.
Coast. I don't know what's his problem with the.
I don't want y'all to know, but he got a video titled "Coffee and Kush TV is a kitten." You know, but my whole thing is not the beef. My thing is his internal hate for me. Is he a pirate or an Afro-American? Let me see right there, what they saying in that chat room. He's a pirate. That's what he said. Is anybody going to say that he is of the bloodline of me? Press one. Yep, just like I thought y'all would say. Ahoy, Captain. Captain Crunch, right? Why? Why, he's a pirate, family. He's a YouTuber, but he's a pirate. Example number two. You feel me? This guy right here, Is he an Afro-American or is he a foreign pirate? Huh? Is he Asiatic or is he Afro-American? Let me know. Pirate? Let's see. Is this you feel me? We're gonna go down the line. All of these are Saneta's friends. These are all people that this guy introduces into the community. You feel me? Press one. That's what I like about this whole thing is you can do it in real time. These are not Afro-Americans. That's an Afro-American right here. You see how I don't match none of them, and I don't match none of them? Press one. This is real time. You see how I'm a North American. I don't match them, nor do I match them. You feel me? You know what a pirate is? Shout out to my brother Todd. A pirate who hijacked Tom Hanks on that movie. Is my boat now. This is my boat. Arg. This is my boat. So I want to go through the line because I want y'all to know that Sinetta just, you know, he. You feel me? I'm gonna just go down the line because I want y'all to see. This isn't what y'all think it is, man. I need y'all to know the difference. A lot of y'all don't know the difference between Aboriginals, Afro Americans, and pirates. What about him right here, right here? What about this guy right here? Hard to tell. Hard to tell. Hard to tell. Hard to tell. It's a doozy. Is he an Asiatic black man? Huh? The most powerful black nationalist on the internet. Is he Afro-American? No, classroom. No. He is from the island of the pirates, the Dominican Republic. He's a Frenchman. You see, y'all? You got to know the difference. See, all his friends will be pirates, not Afro-Americans, because he's here to do what? Lie, steal, and cheat, and sell you to what? Africa, the corporation, by calling yourself black, Indian, all of these foreign things that this guy would love for you to call yourself. Now here's Jabari. Listen, family, I'm not here to hurt y'all. He is of a Greek fraternity, self-admitted, here to teach you about Africa. And Africa does not exist. He been to Africa 17 damn times. 17. And ain't took Sinetta once. What do you think he is? He is a privateer. Good job, Service King. You got 2 stars by your name, G. Everybody you see that come from that network is going to be of Asiatic, Moorish, slave trading descent. Do you understand, black men? That's fucked up. But it's the truth. Each one of them niggas that came up out of there was what? A lion, Asiatic, Moroccan, or whatever they is, person. From young Pharaoh to, what's her name? Now, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going because I want y'all to understand who people are. Now, this going to be a doozy. A lot of this one is going to hurt. But is this an Asiatic black man? I'm cold, ain't I? Hey, I'm cold, No, because y'all got to know the difference. I want y'all to know who hate y'all. Who really hate y'all. This is real. Where is he? Come on. Come on, because y'all acting like y'all don't get it. YouTube is a collection of these people. Is he a Afro-American, an Aboriginal, or what you would call an American? No. Service King, you're right. The term Africans is only a collective of Asiatic melanated people. And they're Muslims. They don't like Christians. Why do you think they always, let's say the guy who goes by the alias Kevin Samuels, he always bashes the people or the women who say, God gonna bring me a man. I don't need to be chasing no nigga out here. On one hand, they say you need a high value man. On the other hand, they say women, you shouldn't be chasing niggas with money. See, it's a psychological game out here that y'all gotta understand as an awakening Native Americans, the real natives. You got to understand that so many people has been profiting off of you, been paid to keep your confidence so low on this YouTube and keep your information, your you know what I'm saying, your attention span on so much other than the truth. None of these people are Afro Americans. And it's about time y'all start realizing that everybody is not your people. Listen, the Virginia company or the United States of America company or the British company or any other company that here has been making billions and billions of dollars off of you being depressed and wasteful and thinking about the shit that doesn't matter, devaluing yourself, devaluing yourself, devaluing yourself. The only niggas that agree with Kevin Samuels or a foreign ideology like this that devalues women this way are hurt individuals, hurt men who was raised by the products of the system. So right now you just ain't got nothing but what Tupac was talking about. You got a race of babies who hate the ladies. And they all walking around like saying shit about women, especially black women, because that's who it's directed at, Afro-American women and men, to destabilize the black family. Tasha K ain't no different. She can talk about her husband all she wants. The propaganda machine is to sit up there and look and pretend to be a wino, sit up there gossiping about shit that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Just being a wild outlander, and it pays well to destroy the Afro-American man and woman by foreigners. They pay well. So although they know you seeking validity, all women of the earth is seeking that. Even Muslim women, even though they hide them in the little terrible clothes that they put on their faces, they want to be American. They want to be y'all so damn bad, but yet they men are. What do you think the Muslim ideology is on women? Why y'all talking about all this stuff? Queen say, I don't think they hate them. They call them out. We call black men out. So what's the difference? Um, you would have to call that in. You would have to call because I don't know yo. I don't really understand if I don't really understand that way of speaking. I apologize. I'm talking to the subject named Queen. I don't think they hate them. What you don't understand is they do. And this machine been at play a long time. Now, I'm not saying that what people say out here ain't true. Israel is destroyed. Our king and our queen, our men and our women are destroyed. But we also know the devil. That's how the devil gets you with some truth. A lot of the truth. We just need to direct your attention somewhere. That's it. Now, this ain't that Kevin Samuels. I can do a whole fucking series on Kevin Samuels and how the men that's following him ain't nothing but a bunch of nerd foreign dudes. Nothing for y'all to worry about. You know what I'm saying? I can do that later though. I just want to show y'all that these people are not of us, and not to carry so much feeling towards you. Just check the knowledge and get on. A lot of these people are pirates. They've been here in of the bloodline of the traders. Let me tell y'all something, like the Hebrew Israelites. Shout out to a lot of people who are in their word and stuff like that. But that's why I never will. I got to looking at these people. These people are foreigner too, talking about they Israelites and they coming and these are foreigners. These are Turks. Woman, you need to cover up your hole. That's true. But it's from a different space. You feel me? Go follow those people. You feel me? A lot of these people, come to find out, is the same individuals who sold us into submission. Trying to jip you out your blessing. Of course. This goes back to scripture. Why do you think they call all of their Messiah figures in this Muslim factions and these different Arab factions Jesus like? Because they trying to lure the Israelite. Jesus ain't real, but the one who's really real is Noble Jew Ali or the minister for Fard Muhammad. Like, no, wait a minute now. You can't mix the Muslim stuff with the Christian. That ain't what the Bible was talking about. Why are you trying to use the Bible to destroy the Bible? That's crazy. Somebody said they know they are not us. Of course they know. We the only ones who don't know. We think that the Asiatic black man, we getting taught that the Asiatic black, I'm so glad I didn't fall into that, is God. What I'm saying is that's their job, is to convince you that you's a dang African and to be a Muslim. Is this guy a North American Indian? Here's another one. Here's another one. No. Stop letting these pirates make y'all think and puff y'all up when y'all in a dire situation. Pump y'all up every day. Wake up, everybody. Wake up right now. Quit saying that everybody don't like you. It is don't like you. He's on this side over here. He's on this side. Nobody is going to speak up for your plight at all. They want you to get over that shit so they can live without you, but use you at the same time. A North African. That's not you. You feel me? This is the pretender. Here's another one. That's not you. The culture is hip hop. The color is black. That's what y'all coming. And it's a Moors concept. It's all Moorish, Nuwapian concept. Okay. So that means Lord Jamar, all these dudes, all this African tribe, all this is foreign, meaning they from over there. How about Elijah Muhammad? He was a field slave. Elijah Muhammad, from what I hear, Elijah Muhammad is from Turkey. Somebody tell me where Elijah Muhammad is from. Tell me where he from. What country is he from? What country is he from? If he from the continent, if he one of these people, he from North Africa. If he from one of these people, he from the, listen, they all Asians. The Nation of Islam flag is what? The flag of what? Turkey. So they're Asiatic. They're Asians. They fit this profile over here. That's what I'm saying. Is Africa different from Asia? No. Africa ain't no different from Asia. Africa and Asia right there. They connected. It's the same plateau. It's the same shit. Press one. Don't let the people trick you into believing in the corporation and that you a piece of a corporation. Remember that from the Moors? Y'all see that? That's the same place. When you talking North Africa, press one. When you talking North Africa, this is where the British, the Black Royal Company we learned first formed out of these countries. So what you really got is a bunch of foreigners of East Asian and African descent who developed, who the British knighted as the African Royal Company. But they're all Asiatics and Turks and turban wearers and people who wear those hats, those fezzes. Those are different knights within those orders. They're not us. They are them. They came with them. I've been teaching y'all about the British Royal Companies and stuff like that. They was brought into the companies, into the corporation. And they helped slaughter many Asian countries on the continent that y'all call Africa. And y'all talking about the Chinese is taking over Africa. The Chinese, that's not Africa, that's Asia. And the Chinese been over there. What are you talking about? For centuries. Saving Landry say British India. There you go. And when you got the British India Company, what do you got? Traffickers. They was in business with who? Who did they learn this all this shit from? The Barbary. The Barbers. These are the pirates. These are your, who y'all call the Haitians and the Jamaicans and all of them. They was trafficking over here in the Caribbean. So when the British set up the Virginia Company by way of the British companies and tanked them every time and developed the Virginia Company, where was they getting the slaves from? From right there. You know why? Because the British and the French army was in the middle of America catching more slaves and selling them them as more blacks, more French, more Haitians, who y'all call Haitians today, was capturing slaves and native black people, well, the holy people of God. That's what I'm gonna call them from now on. This whole time, just capturing them and selling them to the Virginia Company. The problem is the pirates didn't get no citizenship with the Virginia Company. But that's all another story. They didn't get no citizenship with the people that were selling slaves once the slavery was outlawed in 1776, and they had to recognize all of these people. You coming up out of the Ottoman Empire. Facts. And so you got to understand, when you listening to this rap culture and all of that, that's nothing more but a Freemasonic game being played on your head to destroy you. Either send you to a private prison, put you in the ground, whatever it takes to get you up out your status, your name. Do y'all not know that? And now that I'm realizing who are allies, we don't have no allies. We don't have no allies. None at all. We got a bunch of people pretending to share your struggle and the destruction of your people by the slave traders. What is Professor Griff? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's type it. This is all the Pan-Africans. I bet you I can do this to all of them. I was thinking that these people was regular. This is they not us. And I'm sorry for a lot of y'all. But this guy is not us. He is this is hilarious. You know, you gotta understand what black is and all that. You can't be identifying yourself with anything. Y'all wandering around today talking about why the Asians is calling themselves black and colored and all that because y'all adapted and allowed this to happen. They ideologically subverted you by making you think you was from Africa when Africa is Asia, where you thinking you from. And it's something called the scramble of Africa. Did y'all know that? That they had to hurry up and put these countries together in Africa? They had to hurry up and do this. Do anybody know that time period? Do anybody know that time period? Somebody talk to me. Africa is a creation. That was created. I got the document. See, I'm a problem to all of their ideologies because as I grow in my own knowledge, I see that they all are one and the same. All in cahoots to trick you out your birthright of being on this land. You can do it to anybody. I bet you, all of these people are Turks, Muslim Turks, Asiatic, melanated people of foreign nations. I bet you. I bet you. Edgar Jupiter, you say the 1900s. There you go. Now, what a coincidence that this is. See, there go my students right there. Now, what a coincidence. All of this is with the establishment. Y'all better thank this white man for even attempting freedom. For even attempting freedom. You feel me? Last thing you want to be is up under Muslim law. I dare you to break a Muslim law. If y'all don't get out of here with this madness, you feel me? Y'all go type it in. It's called the scramble. We gonna have. This is y'all homework. The scramble for Africa, because they said I'm not teaching nothing. Well, I'm not only am I teaching something, I'm teaching, sir, that not only is a bunch of frauds in our community. Sachetta himself is not even Afro-American. He's a pirate he's from Dominican Republic. And it's a reason. I'm not saying all Dominicans are from Northern Africa or what they call Northern Africa, but really Asia. Asia of the East. Remember I told y'all about sin of the East? Remember I told y'all about the God sin? And how he gonna he coming for you with all of these different names of babies, black sacrifice, of Kali Ma, and all of this. All of that is East Indian, Hindu, East Asian. So a lot of our history just have to be told correctly before you start listening to everybody as you awake and start saying, "Oh, we know how y'all got in slavery. Follow us." Oh yeah. We know how y'all got here. We know this one right now because we belong over there. No. A lot of blacks are slave traders. A lot of blacks were merchants. A lot of blacks were Berbers, pirates, all type of shit. And you got to know who is who and stop going under the words of uh, we black. We got to stop doing this. Ain't no we. I'm not doing nothing that's in these other people's hearts. They are here wilding and want to kill each other for this one. There's no we. It's just the spirits out here. Now, you either good or you just evil. Ain't no we. I'm not connecting myself to murderers and people of that type of soul. That's not good. The North Africans ain't nothing but the European and who y'all call the Arabs and the East Hindus. East Asiatic people. They was always over there enslaving each other. Look at them right now. They can't stop fighting. You think we fighting? They can't stop. And they always beating us with these famous words and these etymologies of words and this means that and this is the contract of this one and this one and this one. It's an endless spiral of confusion. You ever notice that? You ever notice why these Moors talk about freedom and freedom and freedom and none of them got freedom? Boy, I tell you what, if I do all that type of shit, we will be at that destination that you see in your brain already. You feel me? You would already be there. You can't gain no more freedom jumping from one corporation to a corporation you don't know. It's better to just be sovereign and have a sovereign God under a solid system that's just about him and his word. You feel me? It's just better to be that. And the law will match the law of the God of that land. Just like over here. You feel me? Allah is the God of the Muslims, correct? That's why it's a God of the East. Sin too is a God of the East. You feel me? That's not sin. Sin is the God that taught us all of the hidden knowledge. Is what we got ourselves trapped in. All the Hindu magic, chakra, energies, ones, this one. All this is East Hindu, East Indian, Asian magic type belief system, Kabbalah, mystery school systems. That's all. Y'all bit the apple right there. Our women bit the apple first. That's why our women caught up in it. Our women so caught up in it, they got good at the shit. Nigga, they'll tell you what's happening tomorrow. You feel me? But all of that is what God is calling people up out of. Showing the difference between the two peoples. Y'all was taught all this by North Africans. Now all the North African propaganda is cool. You know, Timberland, the music producer with Aaliyah, all those beats he had was Indian influenced music. Press 1. We never heard it. We just don't look at Aaliyah doing all these belly dances and when they were doing that shit up over, that's they shit. So you just being seduced by all type of things you just don't know. All type of cultures don't adapt it themselves to yours and call it hip hop because you bobbing your head to the damn beat like Tupac said and not listening to the words. Facts. You feel me? They got y'all thinking all type of things that y'all Africans. I want y'all to pay attention. These ain't your people. And I know y'all want to call in my Moorish brothers, but I'm starting to realize that we been duped over in America. How are we this? people. These are all Asiatics. I don't get it. I don't get it. But what I do get is brothers like this. You know what I'm saying? Shit that made sense. Now, my whole purpose in this whole thing was to show y'all that the biblical events in the Bible more than likely happen here in North America, right? And that's what I'm gonna do. Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air? What up? Am I connected? Hold on, let me connect you real quick, Big Two. Let me hold on, baby. This is not connected to my whatchamacallit. Let me get this on real quick.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Go ahead, King.
Yes, I do.
What's up with you?
Man, you see, we was in the classroom, the people who part of the class and part of the university. In the beginning, we talked about this briefly, about six months ago. Now, in class again, we're going into a further breakdown of what we learned 6 months ago, what you taught us 6 months ago, Cal.
Go and what's that, brother? Talk to him.
About the thuggies, these people from all these foreign countries coming in to jip us.
And to do what? Rob you.
They rob you out your blessings. You know, they try and take your blessings and claim them to be you. We went so far back, we was talking about the $5 Indians and all of them, you know. And it's a blessing of revealing how we just getting into it further deeper. And when I see the pictures you just put up just now of them guys in them hats, they look so familiar right now. When you see them little guys in the, what do you call it, the parade? What do you call it? The Shriners?
The Shriners?
The Shriners?
Yes.
The Shriners. They look just like the Shriners that's from another country. You know, that's back into that fall back into that trafficking and that other stuff we're talking about with the blood.
Right.
You know, the blood and stuff like that, you know? So I'm just glad to see that you come in class and you're putting it together, because some of them guys you put up there, I didn't even know they were foreign, but looking at them, you know, seeing them on the monitor and stuff like that, you can tell by just looking at them that they are foreigners. Just looking at them, how they dress, just their whole swag, they get up, you know?
Yeah, of course.
And they stand, and then they stand different too. They stand different than us, you know?
What you mean they stand different? What you mean they stand different?
You know how you post up somewhere and you chilling, you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
We got our own unique swag. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, like the way we post up. That's the way we post up.
When we post up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you spot them 1,000 miles away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's been like that forever. You know? You how you call it? You're wearing your pants just a little bit too tight, right around the ankles and stuff like that. And now they talking about this the new fashion. You know, that's that old European stuff that's been going on for centuries, you know? And then we sitting up here looking at this stuff while I don't want to be talking in circles and stuff like that, but looking at this stuff, 1800 to 1914, Africa was foreign. That ain't nothing but a couple grandmas ago, like you said before, about it. They just did this.
So,
you know?
so Africa being formed in the 1900s.
Yeah, the late 1800s, early 1900s. I'm like, oh, man, the scramble. And like you said, the scramble. They playing scramble trying to get it together. You here and you here. You know,
they trying to put people where they don't belong. And they trying to say, what they doing is they trying to mimic scripture and trying to put that, and trying to put the names of the towns that's in scripture for this land over there.
Uh-huh.
And it don't
over there.
fit. And then they'll say, see, the Bible lied. Look, it don't even match up, man. The tombs ain't there. Ain't nothing wrong. But and where would Jesus walk on water? Well, and where did Moses do this? And where did this happen? And they got all these trick questions. When everything happened here, it makes much more sense. There's no mystery, big mystery behind it.
No mystery. It's how you call that? It's like black reading it on black and white.
Yes,
all
sir.
over. You know, you can't erase it unless you blot it out. But once it's already set in concrete, you know what I'm saying? In that clay don't lie, that dirt don't lie.
That's right.
History gonna tell itself alone. You know? History gonna tell itself alone. So I just appreciate you doing what you're doing. And I'm in class again. You know, I usually be doing my thing, but I'm in class today with my eyes wide open. I ain't halfway sleeping, chilling outside in the good air with my daughter at the park right now, looking at these fools on the monitor.
That's dope. Now, what if Africa is Asia, and they all Asiatic, whether it be dark melanated with nappy hair, and ain't got nothing to do with the North American Negro? What would that mean?
That mean they all thought of that. What you call that Genghis Khan thing that they trying to hook up everybody else when they do their genealogy. You know, that's
what you mean by the Genghis Khan thing? What you mean by that?
You know how they put up there that everybody is related to Genghis Khan through their bloodline, some form of fashion, and that's Asiatic, right?
That's them. That's them. They all related to Genghis Khan, all of them.
All right, then.
Right, so right now,
right
Pharaoh is talking about who got Neanderthal DNA. Who got Genghis Khan DNA?
Say that one more time. Who got Genghis Khan DNA?
Who got Genghis Khan DNA?
I'm from right here. That's why it's called North, Central, and South America. I was born on this land. You know, this is the land I was born on. I ain't come here on no foreign visa or none of that like that. I know my family. You know what I'm saying, Kel?
Yeah. Hey, somebody said thugs, gypsies, pirates, martyrs, they all the same. Yes, they are. This is what I'm saying. They all came over
They one
in
and the same.
1827, early 1900s, even in California. I showed y'all the wagons. These are the people who pretended to be what? The Egyptians. What I'm telling y'all is these are the people who pretended to be you, your religion, your culture, whoever is you. They are masquerading as you, and not just Jews who calling themselves Jewish and that like that. No, the whole North African culture that's over here through this shit. It has to pretend to be you because you're the only one who can't get deported.
Exactly. And they're going to continue to do this if they sit back and not pay attention and sitting up there juicing the job and listening to that damn music instead of learning something about themselves.
That's right.
If you don't pass it on to your family through the generations about who you are, you will know nothing and you will fall into any trap that they feed you.
Yeah.
You're going to sit there and eat it all up.
That's right.
You know?
Hip hop is the spell. These are the creators of the spells. So if they backmasking and stuff like that, that's gypsy spells. They putting on the music to cause spells, and you out here killing each other.
Exactly.
You got me?
Yep. All through that frequency.
All right. Now, who they say created hip hop? Bambaataa. These are the spells that start putting the music on the spells and start doing ritualistic practices here. You see this?
You remember back in the day?
Now, who really created bebop? Dizzy Gillespie. Do you see?
Yep.
See?
They
switched the frequency. They switched the spell.
Yes, they did.
They put the spells in the music, and it's controlled by them. When it was us, we had classical, fine, angelic music. These people got deaf music. So we caught in the spell of sin, which is East Indian philosophy god. Kalima was another one. Allah. This is from the perspective of a believer in Christ. So y'all don't get offended. It's just the truth from this perspective. You know, all of these foreign gods. So go ahead, King.
Yeah, and you remember back in the day they used to be like, oh man, you play that record on that vinyl backwards, you hear them saying some evil
That's right.
stuff.
That's right.
So that's the confirmation
That's right.
of what they actually doing to the music.
That's right.
Whether it's digital now or whatever, that's what they were doing to
That's
the
right.
music.
They're casting a spell on you.
Yes.
They're casting a death spell on you.
Yes.
That's what it is. That's what hip hop is. It's a death a spell. And then if you're caught up in the culture, you're caught up in death culture. You're caught up in, and now the culture is full outright antichrist, full blown sin.
Straight up sin.
Straight sin at its finest. Not like like that. You gonna invoke this as you reject the truth. You're gonna openly do this, and that's what y'all doing with the Lil Xan and this one and that's one. All of these people are of that ideology. Go ahead.
Yeah, and he gave a free choice of will to do it.
Yeah.
You know, the Lord gave you free choice, and you choosing to do the wrong thing. It was a choice. Nobody forced the trap on you. It was a choice because you didn't have him involved to begin with.
That's right.
You get what I'm saying?
That's right.
Because if you chose one way, you already be right. But you want to play on each side of the fence all the time. And you can't straddle the fence like that.
No, because somebody gonna come and make sense of it all, like myself, and say, wait a minute. I mean, you may be right about the U.S. and these contracts, but are you the same Asiatic Moor that helped enslave us with the European who sold us to the European? Because we got the European who said, wait a minute, the Africans sold y'all to us. What's going on here? You know how white people start acting. Wait.
Conflict of interest.
Wait a minute.
That's a conflict of interest.
Yeah, a whole lot. You know? So if you sold us with the Barbary slave trade, and you sold the Europeans to the Virginia Company, and they ended up freeing themselves, you were selling us with them, then you are a betrayer of the Afro-American just as well as you were saying the white man is.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They might as well be cousins. They might as well be brothers.
Well, they are.
When they all shaking hands.
They are.
You get what I'm saying? Because they're still part of the same.
Genghis Khan is the Asiatic bloodline, yes. So in a way, we come in collusion in the Confederacy to destroy the Aboriginal, the Native American, or the North American subjects here in North America. This isn't old. This is new. You see, we live in they got us living prophecy backwards. This is new. It was like, oh yeah, the white man, they put us in this condition. We gonna stick our hands out and live through communism for the rest of it forever and ever. No, wait a minute. We gotta make sense of this shit.
Yeah, that's why timelines are important. Like you said in the beginning, timelines are the biggest key to let us know our history and who was involved. Because if you ain't got no timeline to back it up, you ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
You ain't got
nothing. If all nations is conspired against you, then you gotta have timelines in order to wake up. You can't just be listening to these people tell you about these laws and then Egypt and then 7 BC and then 9,000 and our generations came down and we from outer space and then this one and that one. When the truth of the matter is, all of y'all helped sell us into captivity, which is this system y'all now call America.
Yes. Yep.
Just a couple grandmas.
And you guess what, Kelly? You know what's crazy about it? They did it. They hurry up and did it in Africa, and they did it in America all around the same time.
You see that? You see that?
You see that timeline?
I'm waiting for TK to call in because it's true. I'm waiting for TK one time. One of my African, our brothers from the Asiatic continent, they call Africa today, to call in.
I sure hope TK listens because TK sure will call in. Yeah. Listen today, he sure gonna call in and set it straight. Yeah, because he about truth. You know what I'm saying? He about truth. You know, man.
Now on my,
but I ain't gonna keep
go ahead, King. Thank you for that call and thank you for that confirmation.
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I was blessed.
I love that brother right there. He always staying connected with me. You know, we got the flea market thing coming up, and I'm so glad that everything is opening up because it's just time to rise and grind and get this flea market channel up and going, and begin to show the people who want to learn how to create revenue, just another stream for yourself, just to have. You can follow me on that page as it's being built, and like the videos as they drop. And I'm gonna be showing you guys a lot of just things that I buy from flea markets and things like that sell on applications and eBay and different things like that, just as a hobby, and it's just something that I'm really good at. So over the years I've learned. So he's one of those guys who knows about flea markets and stuff like that. He's actually in the flea market, and I just love that he does what I like to do. He's in the facility where I like to be. You know what I'm saying? I go hang out with him at the flea market. I tell him I'll be back in 2 hours. I'm gonna go shop for real, look for some collectibles, some baseball cards and stuff. So if you like that type of shit, make sure you stay tuned with the bro and stuff like that. But yeah, a lot of people ain't gonna be, I'm not here for everybody. And I accept that. And a lot of people ain't gonna be liking my content and understanding what I'm saying. But for the most part, somebody do. Somebody do. And we got to make sense of it all. One thing we know about these people, boy, they hate the Bible. (424-209-9506). Make sure if you want to support the bro, like most people do before the show, you can always support the bro. My Patreon or my Cash App. Cash App, cash tag is Gills Gang. And I thank each and every one of y'all for the support. We are learning a lot, and we continue to do so. Hope you're on my Discord, and it's just, you can sit there and just memorize the information, because that's all I'm doing. You want information? I'm over there on my Discord. You want to holler at me? I'm over there all day. Even when I'm gaming, I'm on my Discord. Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air? What up?
Aye, Captain. Aye, Captain. Aye, Captain.
All right. What's your name? Where you calling from? I'm good.
This Teckle. This is native Teckle from the South.
Oh,
I was calling in with that timeline information, sir.
Go ahead. Talk to me.
Yes, sir.
That's the shit that I like. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
I love everything else, but ain't nothing like some timeline, some scripture, and some good spirit.
Yes, sir. I loved it.
Hey,
I was trying to wait till old boy call in, but I love when the men call in.
Yeah.
I don't want to take too much of your time because I'm a punch in, but I want to start because you said something key. I know you've been on the King for a while.
Yeah. About
these two main operators. The East Indian Company and the West Indian Company. They're all the same.
Go and
ahead. You sit
me
back. Yes, sir. And you sit me back because we were talking about the GWC, but going back, following that timeline from the 1600s with these two companies, these major companies, we talking about the Dutch. We're going to come back to it. And the some other thing, but let me stay on topic. Back in June 3rd, 1621, when you was talking about these companies, it led us into what we're talking about today. Now I'm starting from 1621 when you was talking about the invasions and these investors in the Republic when it all started.
Yes.
Before I go into these taxes.
Yes.
Okay, now we know the slave trade. We're going to go with the trade from 1659 to 1776. When these laws began, when they started colonizing, we got some people getting together in assembly with this Virginia company, which is the London Plymouth Rock. They joined stock.
Come on, so it makes sense to you when I broke down the Plymouth Rock landed on us, Malcolm X, little Jewel, and how that was official, and he was telling the truth. But the people at the time, see, all these jewels was meant for this time for us to wake up. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Like you were saying, going back to the Atlantic, Brazilian, the Caribbean, I had a siphon all around the globe from the four corners. But okay. Now, with these sovereign states, we know it's 23, but when I went back from 1621, the slave trade and the Dutch jurisdiction, going back here into America, with the Netherlands up in New York, all that. Okay, now in 1664 through 1674, we went with the French. That's when the monopoly started with the slave trade because the debt wasn't paid. Going back to the GWC King.
Come on.
And they had it was called
a lot of people don't understand, so keep it simple. Keep it simple. The GWC.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you,
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, going back to that monopoly with the slave trade, and you sent me back to the GWC, which again, it keeps coming back. Everything you've been teaching me is going back to the East and the West Indian Company.
That's right.
Everything was related back to them.
Yes.
And they using biblical in reference to what they their cults and their sects with the Ottoman, the Conquistadors, the barbarians, and these priests and the pirates and the merchants coming together. But I want to go back to that 1674 fold where they wasn't able to pay their debt. Going back to how these taxes came from before this is after World War One.
Now
leading back to the 1900s.
Now
okay.
Yes, you're talking about the debt of what?
Yes. What the debt is, they couldn't pay the debt. Now these foreigners didn't have the money, so they wanted to use our heads. They took our land to establish what they wanted to do in law. From our traditions, our identity, our land. That was the main thing because we were making money on the land. And they seen that we was making money, so they wanted to tax us on what we had naturally. And this is going back to how they colonized.
This is why they had the Negro head penny, or even the...
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. See, this is
yes,
all
sir.
happening to us. This is us now. Woo! Go ahead, Queen. This is us. This ain't no myth. This ain't no 15 BC and after AD.
No.
This is right now. This is our Pope. It's your grandpa. It's your great-great-grandpa.
Yes, a couple of grandmas ago. I like that.
That's right.
A couple of grandmas ago.
That's right.
These are our grandparents
That's
from
right.
1880 to the 1900s.
That's right.
And they called that the lost generation.
That's right.
Because they was in fear. It was a spiritual bondage.
It was a what?
They had us up in the spiritual bondage, trying to use fear to conquer, telling us, hiding some truth that was biblical. And that discretion they had, it was so disorganized where, in 1813 and 1883, in the 1900s, we was lost. Okay, they took our land. They took the land just a couple grandmas ago. And I just want to go to stay on point.
Now I said that we wasn't slaves. It was an automatic switch
right.
over. It was we had something and then we didn't have nothing, and somebody stole it. Well, go ahead, Queen.
They took it. They forced it. They took our lands and had the Europeans and the foreigners colonize on our land.
That's right.
And we had some treason going on with these Indians,
that's right.
these Moors.
That's right.
They came and did some funny business.
That's
because
right.
we thought they were friends of ours.
Now,
we thought they were cool saying, hey.
but we didn't know they was sending their flags and giving their free passes to other people and other nations and coming over here as a group. They was our friends. It was our brother.
Yes. Our own people. Whoo, that Judas. Woo.
Would they say Judas and the Black Messiah? Well, here you go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm just so excited. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. That's why I was calling in, because I wanted to stay right there on topic. Yes, you were telling us, okay, how they overthrew, how they became oppressed. They talking about over there in Africa, but it's right here, y'all.
Right here.
I'm looking at the timelines, and they was using what was the true commandments, what was natural law, and changed and made it their own.
That's right.
They filed these claims like Tamika Mallory did in the BL. Okay.
That's right. It's the same thing. When they came over, the Spaniards came over. The natives thought they was false flagging. We thought they was Christians. We thought they was really about.
Yeah.
They thought they was seeing the coming. What was this? Oh shit! And, and they ended up being a whole Trojan horse because they came.
Yes, sir. They was banned.
That's right. This is in Montezuma's revenge storyline. This is El Dorado, the golden child, the golden land, the land of milk and honey. This is all of this great knowledge I want to give people. But a lot of our people stuck in entertainment. A lot of people ain't going with us. So I love that you just want to stay the course. Go ahead, Queen.
Yes, sir. Thank you, King, because they divided, they conquered. They divided us and they tried to conquer us. Right. So we reclaim it. But through Cab Road. We're going to reclaim what's ours. We're just going to keep it cool, learn something, listen, and stop laughing. This ain't nothing funny. This is serious business. This is serious business, y'all. And I just want to thank you, King. I don't want to take too much of your time, but I'm right there. And I appreciate you and I love you because this is prophecy. They trying to change it up and make it their own. But they can continue with their stones and moons and rocks because ain't no hiding. They in the dark right now. They hide. But like I said, when you have the light,
the cover. See, when you just speak the truth, and the veil just is dropping in front of them. They don't want to
Yes,
call
sir.
in because at first I'm this one king and this one, and we taught and we
Mm-hmm.
brothers and African kings and this one, and then we did this one, but they ain't gonna tell you these same people who identified themselves as a corporation through Noble Drew Ali.
Yes. Yes. So I thank you for establishing this new assembly because they playing. Oh, no, sir. They playing. We are self-rulers. We're going to take the lead, and we're going to do this through by ways of care for. Thank you, Tina.
Thank you so much, Queen. And I love that sister because she's on top of it. You know what I'm saying? She's so like, damn, Kev ain't this ain't even Kev words. This is coming out of the scripture. And Kev just flows, G. And we just flow. That's what we do. So what do you expect people to do with the information? Keep it 100. You would have to call that in. If you don't know what to do with the information, then this ain't for you. You know, I got to know that you even can grasp the information. Keep it 100. How do I know that you even received the information, sir? You feel me? What I'm getting is you saying, what can I do with it? You hear the women are like, damn, Kev is the only one doing, like, what the fuck you mean can you do with the information? Somebody just in the chat room, gain freedom through your creator. You feel me? What's wrong with them? I just told you, I just identified what sin was. Sin is a god. It's an East Indian, it's a Hindu god. What are you talking about? Lord Shiva and Lord this one and this one. This is the race. This is the snake itself. Lord Shiva is the Lord of the snakes. What are you talking about? That's the knowledge of death. That's what you caught up in. Kev Rowe. That's what she talking about. You don't understand keeping 100 because you a child. That's why. You just that question alone lets me know that you need some Similac. You need some baby milk. You don't need to be here. You didn't hear all that knowledge that woman just said? And for you as a man for your little brain to spark up like a engine with a bad spark plug, just I'm trying to think of something to say. I know what I'm supposed to do with all this information. Right in front of everybody, G. Right in front of, I'd be embarrassed to do that shit in a class full of intelligent people. What am I supposed to do with that information? You act like people just supposed to hold your hand in your life about what you're supposed to do. You's a Democrat. Damn. I'm here with you though, brother. 424-209-9506. You feel me? Was the first thing the sister said. Where is the man at? You feel me? Where the fuck is the man at? I told you. I fucking told you. What'd I tell you? Where the fucking man at? Didn't I say that? But yet the men want to say what women won't do or how they need to straighten up. Your brain won't even start. Fuck you talking about? What are these niggas talking about? Your brain won't even click. No matter how much money you got, no matter what job, your brain ain't nurturing. See, the thing about women and males is they have to nurture one another. What's wrong with y'all? That shit have to, nigga, that shit is hard. It's a hard thing to find, G. It's a hard thing. 5.5 million enslaved indigenous. I had it more at 7 million. You feel me? I got 12 million Afro-Americans are natives, indigenous people of North America, murdered at the hands of the Virginia Company and the Buccaneers and the Moors and stuff like that. Murdered, slaughtered, 12 million. Easy. Slave trade, transatlantic slave trade is written. A lot of our people was thrown overboard. A lot of our people doing life in political prison and the system trying to figure out how we are ensnared by this foreign entity, and come to find out these people with these funny hats know all the funny tricks, but their leaders are the one who sold us into this. Now, my question is, what's the difference between Professor Griff and this Asiatic dude right here? Nothing. Nothing at all. 424-209. Shout out Big 2 9506. You feel me? I'm not just gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna put it in your forehead. I'm gonna make sure the truth stick in your heart. Now, every time you look at one of these people, you don't see, oh, this is my brother, and we going to Wakanda together. And girl, I'm gonna go get me an African man, and he know how to treat his queen. But please, woman, everybody's striving to get into the kingdom, and only you have the fort. Y'all better stop letting these outside entities tell each other about us. We got black food, we black food for these people. You know what I'm saying? These people don't train us crazy. You know how to get rid of a black man in America? Call the police on him. You want to get rid of a black man in America? All you got to do is make up something. Call the police on him. You believe this shit? I know y'all not gonna get this shit world to y'all kids like this. I know y'all not gonna let these two entities through Muslim belief, Turkish, Moorish belief, come here and slave trade you, and through the word black, convince you through death music called hip hop that we are the same. We are not all the same. You see these people over here, these Asiatic people, they took the casinos. You see the European down here, you can name what everybody took in your land. Who took the banking? Nobody want to tell the truth. Y'all just want to say the Jewish people. No. Everybody had a hand in your downfall. The Bible say they all of them conspired in a confederacy against you. Not some, not a little bit, not half. All of the world. You see Mason right there? You see him? The whole world. You know who the world is? The world of the East. And you gave yourself to sin, which is their gods. That's what you did. Press 1. You don't believe in God no more. You let these people steal your land, your heritage, your homeland, your culture, and even how you play music. You let them invoke a different God in their shit. Their God is ruthless, just death, and talking about they sold your soul to the Illuminati. Y'all is the Illuminati. You feel me? They is the Illuminati. They all came here to God's country, where law of God himself is established, not the way of the world, where Moses died, where the land of Judah or Utah in the whole Western hemisphere is that he promised to his people. Not some old rinky-dink ass land in the middle of North Africa where y'all can pretend the Israelites' kingdom is coming, and if y'all give them $1 more billion, they'll stop fighting each other. Not that. Not piracy. I'm talking about real lawful prophecy. You ever know why they don't believe in God? They believe themselves to be God. That's why they can do this to you and take your head in your birthright, because God gave the birthright to Jacob. That's why. Bloodline is King David, sucker. And everybody want to proclaim you, but are not. None of them. Everybody has a confederacy. All nations together. And why I got Professor Griffiths, nothing against him, but I'm showing as an example. Verse 1, I'm showing the damn example how we were deceived. So for educational purpose, only Professor Griff, you're going to be my experiment. You know, I'm sorry, it's what it is. But my people got to wake up. And your face and your presence on this earth is not enough to stop the truth. I'm sorry. I'm not into celebrityism. You feel me? They sold all of the people, the dark races of the African people, or the east, the north and west Asian kingdoms, with the darker races with nappy hair. They still dogging them out to this day. The people from Nigeria, the different from the Zimbabwe or whatever these places is called over there, they still doing it. But likewise in America, it's just an example of their brutality. You can look at Asia. I'm not calling it Africa no more. I'm going to call it the country within Asia continent. And whatever countries is over here. You feel me, family? You ain't went nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. God's people of North America does not live on Muslim law. We got free from y'all. Press 1. And what was the sister talking about? Look, Checker. Just you ran off the phone, Checker. I was about to get into, remember you just talked about they didn't have enough to pay the ransom, right? Listen to me. They didn't have enough to pay the ransom, right? So what happened? You ran off the phone, Checker. Because I was about to get to the meat and potatoes of the ransom. How you gonna say you free and you disregarded the ransom though? You ashamed of the truth though. You ain't got enough money to pay your own way up out of this slavery, nigga. You gonna jump corporate, there's not one ransom. It doesn't matter. Isaiah Robinson, be gone, bro. You're not part of my support team. This isn't for you. So be gone, Mr. Robinson. That's not, you don't have to announce that you leaving, sir. I'm the shit over here, sir. Your presence mean nothing. Kev. 42420995006. That's all I'm saying. What is the ransom? What's the ransom that has to be paid for the children of Israel? That's why I wanted to stay on the phone with you, Checker, because you brought up the most critical point of this dire situation that these people is in. I'm not talking about no other nation of people on this earth. Everybody can go home. Everybody know who they are. Don't you, Professor Griff? All of y'all are Asians and Asiatic black people. Melanated people, not melanated people. Doesn't matter. From the same continent, just like us over here. If y'all wouldn't have came over here, I will still be here. Press 1. I don't want to hear about 7 AD, about none of that goofy, none of it. Because all of it is wordplay by those who enslaved you. You got to give this whole thing back to them. Y'all made the best music of all time before they got it. Now you just death music. My man Keeping 100 says, Service King, occult forces ain't no joke. Try battling people with psychic powers. I don't know, man. You got to talk about that. I don't know. What psychic powers do you have? I don't know. All I know is the real power. That's all I know. You know, I'm here to wake you up. You talk about super power. I'm here to tell you why you in slavery. And you worried about doing superpowers in my classroom, sir. All of this great information that I'm spewing, you talking about black magic and Lord have mercy. You feel me? Kenneth Miller says, bruh, you've been showing this same picture for the last 2 weeks. Where is your homework, Jack? I have to show these pictures this way, sir, because when I was in school, they kept playing that movie Glory in my head. I really thought I was a damn slave because they just kept reaffirming the propaganda. Press one. I'm learning my tricks from them. You feel me? So although these people got a lot to say in my chat room, I have a good explanation for everything that I do in my classroom. Our people is slow to learn. It takes a long time to grasp that all of us ain't the same. Y'all been living amongst us this whole time where we start thinking everybody is our brother. If you got dark skin and say we black and got on the Wakanda outfit, press one. So if you know, it takes a while. This is a job that not everybody can do. You feel me? Not everybody can do this. I can change subjects. Like I said, I can talk about things that'll get me paid. Big money on the internet. But I don't want big money from corporations and stuff like that. I like to teach. I like to show y'all for real that every teacher that y'all been exposed to before me has lied to you. And that's hard for a lot of people to accept because a lot of y'all thought I was a joke. Because I was trying to come up with a different show and so many different shows and so many people was pulling me so different ways. But when my mind is settled, you can't contest nothing that I say. Absolutely nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it takes a lot to even do this, Kenneth. So with all due respect, that was a good comment, but you can't do it. So you really just projecting. How could you do this and talk about so many great subjects and you only showing 2 pictures? What you want, Kenneth? No, not what you want. What you used to is fast pictures every 5 minutes, and you want me to talk to you in a way that matches up with some conspiracy music where you can say, aha, and yeah, then I'm walking with y'all. We gonna learn together. I don't need no music, no conspiracy, nothing. I don't want you to, oh my brother, you smart and all this. No, I need you to understand that everybody ain't for us. And if you a disobedient student, because I can't see the troll behind the account, you might be one of these people on this board. You know what I'm saying? You might just be disruptive because, you know, you fit one of these pictures over here, you know, and it's okay. You know, I'm not here to say that you're a bad person in 2021 or 2020. What I'm here to say is the truth must be told in order so these people can wake up. That's all, Kenneth. I'm telling you, man, I'm a beast. Y'all making me a beast with this shit. Y'all being cuss. I'm going to be in front of large crowds, waving my hands around, talking to peasants like you, Kenneth. You know what I'm saying? I got to practice now. People want to see me in person, Kenneth. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to clean. There's a lot of people chasing views. I'm not, sir. I'm on a whole different brainwave. You know, no, thank you, Amina. You've been supporting this page in the way you support it. It's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? So blessings to you. And they don't understand that. They don't understand my level of support and stuff like that. They think I'm on YouTube playing. You know? So back to this though. When you got so many different people tugging at you in your own land, you know, like the sister said, it's a big game of Monopoly. And Monopoly is about a game of real estate. And if they can steal your real estate, they can steal your kingdom or attempt to for a time or two. But everything always corrects itself. You know what I'm saying? So the Asiatic black man is not God. If there's any race of black men that is God, it is the nation of Israel or the African American male. Not all of you other people who making money off and trying to blend in. I'm telling that to the Lord Jamars, the 7%ers, and the stuff like that. Y'all really got to get it together, bro. You feel me? You got to get it together. Africa is Asia. And it's time for the secret to come out. Y'all can't, because only my voice only going to get bigger and bigger. I'm only going to bring in, listen what I'm going to do to y'all. I'm going to bring on beautiful women. And they going to tell it too. They're going to tell it too. So, what the thing is, Africa, that gets the fella's attention, is Asia. Can y'all see that? All right now. Africa is Asia. Remember I told y'all Africa don't exist? You can't fly there. I know I'm messing with you, kid. I'm messing with you. I'm teasing just like you, my nigga. I'm practicing, man. I'm only getting good. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping over you, Ken. I'm just like y'all, bro. I love this shit. I love teaching. I love the students who are clowns and shit. I love every bit. It comes with it. You know, without you, Kenneth, it wouldn't feel like a real fucking black university. You know, it takes a lot to do this shit, man. You know, it's hard waking our people up, man. They ain't ever been woke up like this. So you saying the Moors are slave traders? Yes. 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 So the Asiatic black man, all of the people who believe in this, what group is that believe that the Asiatic black man is God? And then when you look at their leader, you'll find out that he's not North American black. He's not of us. He's of Asia. He's of Asian descent. You got me? Anybody following me? He's Asian descent. A lot of y'all people, y'all let these people get a lineup and a haircut and a this one and that one. And it's not so. If Mason went back to his country today, listen to me. He gonna look like this man right here. Press 1. Press 1. Be honest. Trade the truth. Europe is Asia as well. Yes, it is, sir. I'm glad that you're waking up to. Yes, it is. So is all of the European nations are all Asian. Russia, Germany, all of that. I don't know why y'all think everybody is different. Because they convince you through a term called white that they all different. And they put all of the blame on the European Caucasian who's at the bottom of the totem pole down here with the green shirt when he ain't the bottom. This the nigga that got free in 1776. He's the slave that got free from the slave traders. You feel me? Listen. This white man right here is the white man who got free on phone now. You see me? He got free, kid. From all these people. Even though he was a criminal and all that shit, he got free. And while he got free, you was a slave too. By who? None other. All of these, the British, the Dutch, all of the barbers, all of the slave traders, they all have. Who gave the monopoly to the British Royal Company? To the African Royal Company? They had the monopoly. They had the whole slave trade to themselves because they didn't know that they was going to get the blame. Remember, the Africans sold us into slavery too. The white man down here is saying, wait a minute. We had slaves, but it was slavery. Everybody had slaves, and that's how we got free from all of them. And we bought the slaves. We got slaves from them. Over here. Do you understand what I'm saying? So to these people down here, only thing they can say is I'm sorry. But if you ask the rest of the world, what was they doing? They all took part in the Afro-American slave trade. Even Africans. Africans enslaved you. They was the first arm to start. They was all over it. They already had it. The Caribbean and all that. So why y'all over there talking about, oh, Haiti is free. Haiti is free. Well, y'all free with them slave traders that was with y'all too, because they got left on them islands with you. Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air.
What's good? This is Eric from Milwaukee again. I just want to make a comment to about what bro was saying about how all these other nations over there on the eastern side of the world of the Asiatic race. If we look into DNA and stuff like that, these people are all the same. Even the African people over there. We talking about the Mongoloids, Dravidian, Indian, and the Asian. The Caucasian is only a dead Asian. They're the lowest genetic form of an Asian. You get what I'm saying?
So you're saying a Caucasian is a mix between an Asian, a Dravidian, and an Asian?
Basically, I'm saying the Caucasian is a dead Asian. What is a Caucasian? You get what I'm saying? You got to break these words down.
Oh, he's a dead Asian. That's why he was dead. Okay.
Yeah, it's the lowest genetic form of the Asian.
No, but we're dead too, per se.
We're the Negroid genetic. You get what I'm saying? We have the Negroid. And this is just what they talk about with the genetics and science, what they use these people in Australia. That's where the genetics, the biggest genetic school is in Australia. If you look into what they distinguish between the genetic codes of different races and groups of people, you got the Negroid genetic, the Mongoloid genetic, the Caucasian, and then you have the Asiatic genetic. You know what I'm saying?
So you got different phenotypes of human beings.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And we're our own separate.
Yeah, we the Negroid genetic. It's been around for forever. You know what I mean?
It's probably one of the oldest genetic, the oldest gene.
It is.
Is
it? It is. Yeah, you can look it up, man. I don't know. I just think that it's just once we get in our minds that all of that over there is all the same, we'll really understand what really happened. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we understand it now. Just a little bit of information.
Exactly.
Somebody was like, "You just got these pictures up, but you don't know that these pictures is clicking in people's brains right now. Like it's making sense because they starting to like, wait a minute, yeah, this whole Barbary coast of the slave trade, yes, because they were the slave traders."
Yeah. It's all true, bro. It's like this evidence of it still there. That's what I'm saying. You talk about the ships, all them ships still there. You feel me? Like you hit it on the head, but I don't know what it's gonna take for more people to just start opening their eyes and realize what's going on.
We just got to discuss it in the timeline formation. I'm just throwing it at them. They're waking up like that. I'm just throwing it at them. I'm not doing too much, showing videos, this one and that one. No. I'm just opening your mind at one time to a collective. So when you sleep, it'll start clicking. And we can come back tomorrow and continue to break things down. The same thing.
I feel like the thing is, you got to realize, like we said, the Bible, we gave them that. You feel what I'm saying? All they did was copyright our story.
Oh, I know.
It's sick, low key.
Yeah, and in the scripture, they wrote what was going to happen. It's a prophecy. So it happened big time.
Yeah.
So I thank you for the call, man. Thank you for that clarification.
For sure, man.
My man.
Peace, love.
My man. See? Simple as that. A lot of these people that's turned up and gunning people down, a lot of these people are just pirates. And that's why you got to be to yourself. There is no we. Be to yourself. Get your own bread. Be about your family. You feel me? Work things out with your baby mama and your baby fathers out there. And just be simple. Because you got professional people out here that's been helping, that'll come to your door like this. How you doing? We want to show you about real estate, and they not there for nothing else other than to rob, pillage, and destroy. There's a Barbary Coast tour on the San Francisco Pier. Interesting. So let me tell you how they came through. They came through both sides, the Atlantic and the Pacific. The Atlantic and the Pacific. Do you understand? They came through India or the Russia and all of that, and came through Alaska. Do y'all know that? What's on the other side of the Africa and Asian continent? America, the west coast of America. That's it. And they connect too. They just don't want to tell you that. Press 1. It connect too. I'm going to show you right now. It connect too. When you got what they call Africa, which is all the Asian continent, if you look close, y'all, this is what they don't want to tell you. You use your brain. Get ready to use your brain. If you look close over here, you will see you see it's cut off right here. Don't you? Press 1 if you see it cut off. Let me know if you see it cut off. This is what they ain't gonna tell you. Look, you see this? This is all Asia, right? Look, this is all Asia. If they cut off over here, what you think is over here? What's on the other side over here? The other side of over here is the beginning over here of the west. You see that? And they came down here. Look what they did. With ships all the way down. Look. All the way down. And I want y'all to do your homework on when the Asians came, because they not only came through here in the terrain and they got all this, they came through the west. Now, how the west was won. The gold rush, all of real Jerusalem raided, all the way down South Africa. This is how they came here. Boom. They raided. The Mongols, the Asians are the ones who helped raid. They were doing the mining for the gold miners. Press 1. The transatlantic slave is more than just here. They came through the other side as well. The other side is over here. There you go, Amanda. The gold rush. Who helped establish Wells Fargo? The Asians. All this is in the what? 1949ers. You know the football team. They're all raiders and pirates. Okay, so while you're watching football, this is nothing more than reenactments of your robbery. You understand? My man said people swim that up there. Yes, they do. They swim that. Remember Sarah Palin said, I can see Russia from my house? She wasn't lying. They was laughing at her because they want you to be stupid. Why y'all playing Russian games? The shit is right there. Look at Amanda in the chat room. 1849. 1849. Look at that. I told y'all a few grandmas ago. And they came through what? How did they get there? Through the Oregon trails. Right? So what's in Oregon? I told y'all what's in Oregon.
Okay.
The Phantom ship is in Oregon. Do y'all believe me now? Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air.
How you doing, Professor Cass and the Cass? This is TK.
My man TK is in the building. God bless you, TK. What's on your mind, chap?
I'm good, man. I was just laughing at the Caucasian. The Caucasian guy was wearing green. I don't feel sorry for them because they came. That's why they came to America, man. They came by caravans to be free. You know, he's just crazy. He's just crazy.
My man said, I feel bad for the American white man. He got a bad rap.
Man, the thing is, they live like animals, man. They just fight against each other. That's the thing. Because in South Africa in the 1900s, we had to ask help from America. Americans are the one that helped us, you know, to fight the apartheid, to fight the Dutch and the British.
Yes.
Because these people have been, because when the way you just explained the Zing dynasty, it's like QINT, like the whole Asian thing, the Chinese Empire. That's all Nigerians. That's everybody. That's all of them.
See? What you call them again? I just described what? What dynasty?
It's QINT, the Zing dynasty.
The Zing dynasty?
That's the Chinese Empire.
Oh,
yes.
Goodness.
That's how it's all like Russia, all connected, it goes all the way down. That's even KRS-One said that. Like, they came from China.
That's what KRS-One was talking about.
Yeah. That's why they believe in Buddha. That's why they believe in all these. That's why they believe in all these Chinese Asian things.
Wow.
Because and luckily for us in South Africa, that's why it's so funny that you're explaining that the ocean is called the Indian Ocean right here in South Africa.
It's called the
Indian Ocean. Indian Ocean. It's always been the Indians. It's always been the Asians. I'm sorry, these people, man.
I'm tripping out right now because they got this Asian hate, stop Asian, and I'm like, wait a minute, before we get to the truth, we got to before everybody get hated on, the white man, the black man, the African, the Indian, well, Asian folk. Now it's time to peep your background. Now it's time to figure out. Wait a minute, no, stop Asian hate. No, y'all can't look at us like this one. I'm American. I'm not going for that one.
I think the real test to me is like, everybody should go home. You know, I can go home. I can go to KwaZulu Natal.
You can always come here. You can always come back. Ain't no thing. You know what the hell?
Let everybody go home. I was laughing when you were talking about Marcus Garvey. Like, he got deported, right? The Jamaican guy.
Yeah.
Remember what he did?
What did he do?
Remember what he did? He started the Black Star Line. Remember the steamship corporation?
And what happened?
When he was selling he was selling $5 a share.
He was selling $5 a share?
Yeah, it was all for black people. Yeah, remember it was called the Black Star Line, the corporation.
The Black Star Line. I remember.
Yeah, they made almost like 500,000 plus, and after that he just vanished. That's when he got deported. So it reminds me like the Bitcoin thing. This is all Asian, the Zing dynasty, the Bitcoin, all this money thing, all the Jay-Z's, all these people. This is them, the Jamaican. This is their thing. I think we should sit back and just watch them because all the things is crashing.
It's highway robbery, and then it crashes, and they want you to get accustomed to crashing. Like, oh, it's what it does, and what the hell? You don't grow an economy on
just
raising them
just
on
gone.
crashes. Come on, man.
They've been putting the Bitcoin ATMs, but this thing is gonna crash. This is what I'm scared. This is what scares me is that like this NOI, the Nation of Islam, they really, really want to create their own nation here in America. They really want to remove the Christianity and just turn everything into Islamic.
Yes,
and
they the Moors.
And that's the number one goal.
I'm
and
against that.
I'm
against that right there.
And
because our people don't worship Allah, and the Allah is no good for us. Our people worship Christ and the scripture. That's prophecy. You feel me? Allah trying to force Allah on Christian is satanic.
Look at they're homeless. That's the only way I just look at them. They're homeless.
They don't. What you
They're
say?
just
They
homeless.
wanderers. They really don't have
They
a
homeless.
nation.
They're homeless. They're homeless. They're homeless. And there's just explain about the 49ers too, like the team. These people, they get so like they get so how can I? They get so like they create so much entertainment because in South Africa we have a huge soccer team that's called Orlando Pirates. It's like the Pirates, and it has the Pirates logo. It's like the Pirates, like original the Pirates.
Yes.
So it's like this is what they do. This is what they do. They create soccer teams. They'll create teams that symbolizes and it just becomes like it's just becoming entertainment for us. But at the same time, this is real for them.
Yeah, like Rick Ross. Like Rick Ross and DJ Khaled, we taking over one city at a time. We taking. It's really like some piracy shit, and I started to understand Triple C's a lot more now that I'm knowing piracy. I'm starting to get what all of this means.
And it's all even I was DJ Khaled. He's a Palestinian too. All this, it's all these money. They just use. I don't know. It's all dirty money. It's just all dirty money. It's all dirty money. He's Palestinian. There's something. He's not a real DJ. These people are not even real professionals. They're not even real professions in what they do. You know, all of them. They just fraud. All these Dr. Umar. They just come up with a name. Professor, this professor, all this professor, this guy you have on this picture. They want to look like they all want to look the same, like they are their next leader. Like they all want to be the next Farrakhan. It's like they're fighting for position. It's just weird.
Yeah,
and this is how
but their knowledge is basically is like Umar Johnson to the rest of these Pan Africans. Their spiritual self is just demonic.
They tried to start PAC in South Africa, Pan Africanism Congress. They tried to start that in South Africa too. It didn't work out. The Pan Africanism they tried. It just didn't work out. You know, but what I love about the Zulus is that there's no we. There's no we. That's important. We just don't mix with the Nigerian. We just don't mix. Like we don't know for me, it was just, I'm just blessed because when I got over here, it was really like knowledge that I got because this is, when you were saying that this is really, you see the true definition of a scripture, because this is truth deception is really here in America. There's so many people calling themselves God and calling themselves kings, things that we don't even do as South Africans. Like, I've never heard anybody call themselves God. It's like, we don't even say that. It's like,
that's what I'm saying.
You know,
like,
it's
where
like,
in Africa are they saying what spiritual basis it is? Oh, I'm God. Oh, I'm this one and that one. And no, what are you talking about? That's East Indian. That's East Asia of philosophy. East Indian.
It's dying though. It's dying because of them. They putting it's all just darkness. The Zing dynasty. If you look at the guy that tried the Imperial. They still have his tomb. He's the one who created the Great Wall of China. They still have his tomb over there. They worship the dead. That's what they do. They just worship dead, as you said it, from Kali, all that.
They just worship the dead. Huh?
It's just dead, and that's all it all ends to. Everything of them is just dies at the end. The Black Star Line Starship Corporation, it died. Hip hop, it's dead. Whatever, everything they start, it's dead. It just dies.
Because it's supposed to. That's the sacrifice.
It's supposed to. And they want us, they want the children of God to be part of it so we can die too.
You can't, so they want you to walk into, they want you to die in sin. That's what they want you to do. In sin. That's right.
And Prof, thank you so much, Professor Kev. And I'm still here in class, man. I appreciate it. South Africa, we Christians. We Christians. I just want to make it clear. We Christians. We ain't no Allah. We don't do that. We don't do that. Thank you, Professor.
Thank you, champion.
Thank you. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They want you to die in the sin belief system. You feel me? They want you to die in it. They can get you to die in it. Somebody can commit your soul to that. They don't want to die in it. They can get a lot of people to die in it rather than themselves. You heard what Crunchy Black said on Vlad TV? My whole job for Satan is to get you. It ain't his soul that he sold. They want you. They want the believers of God. They want God's holy people. His ones that is bold enough to say, hey man, I believe in God for real, G. Like on this level. Like, yeah, all that, I'm not, I ain't with that. You can do that over there. All that F God and the God of the Bible is a joke and y'all clowning and all that. You don't want me to bag on your God. You don't want me to talk about your God in none of their stuff that ever happened and panned out ever. So let's not go there. Coffee and Kush TV. I'm cool. Nation of Islam is in Chicago, where all of the murders is happening. Okay? And now that I know about piracy, that'll never end. It'll never end. That's what I'm saying. Why is Lord Jamar, Red Pill, Blue Pill, Sarnetta, and the rest of these so-called Pan-Africans trying to get me to believe that I'm an African? And why is so many of these non-Afro-Americans clinging on and doing research as if they really Afro-Americans? What y'all got to do y'all research for to prove that y'all Afro-Americans when it was just a couple grandmas ago? Press 1. These people, these aboriginals is doing the same shit the Moors is doing. And I told y'all, these Indian Moors is amongst you. That's why it takes time to separate the weeds from the tares. The tares from the weeds, whatever the passage is. This is why it takes time. And not to worry about bloodline, because a lot of people gonna look like you. You got a whole nation of people pretending to be Israelites, saying that the other Jews ain't Israelites, but they Arabs and they North Africans. Look at Sincari. You get it? Sincari. Why would I want to be from that Israelite group where the leaders look like they're Arab and Turkish and Nebuchadnezzar and them? No, sir. You can't be of Judah and you of that one. I'm not in that stuff, man. 424-209-9506. We on the air. I enjoy every bit of it. I enjoy this conversation. I enjoy the enlightenment. I enjoy what I'm learning. All that. But the truth of the matter remains, I'm here to teach that the biblical events happen here in America, period. So I will be playing a few videos of that. And as I was saying, if the biblical events happened here in America, then Egypt is in America. All of that stuff is over here. That's how we ended up here in the first place. 424-209-9506 because I'm tired of people putting the Holy Land over there. Are we done for today? Coffee and Kush TV. Well, on my Discord, I'll be getting ready to play a video. I hope y'all tune in to that. And all of the videos are recorded and going to be broken down, put on my Instagram and stuff like that. So if you're not on my Instagram, get over there at Kev Gills, of course. Coffee and Kush TV. What up?
What's good, bro?
What up with you?
Ain't shit, man. Cool. Yep. I'm listening in. You know what I'm saying? I see you touching on a lot of things. A lot of things that you know, these people basically been leading us in a totally different direction. All the pirates you put up early on in the show. You know what I'm saying? They was, basically putting people in a legal bondage. You know what I'm saying? We're calling yourself black. You know what I mean? It's like, not only that, they taking your money too. Now you mentioned something about Egypt being here earlier. I wanted to touch on that as well. With thought, thought, Tahuti, Jehudi or whoever they call. You know what I'm saying? Thought.
Yes,
he
sir.
called himself an Atlantean.
He called himself what?
An Atlantean.
Yes.
He didn't call himself an Egyptian.
Yes.
He didn't call himself a Cometian.
He called himself an Atlantean.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Did you explain to the people what an Atlantean is?
Okay. Atlantean is a person from Atlantis.
Go ahead.
Okay, Atlantis is North America and South America. This is Atlas. This is the basically the home of Atlas, like you were saying. The Greek god Titan.
He's a Titan.
This is
or a giant.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the home of Atlas. So the Atlantean, the Titan, thought was a Titan. That makes you a Titan. If you from America, if this is your home. Man. I don't know.
You're right. That's why I say the Atlantic. Well, it could be the Atlantean slave trade to enslave the Atlanteans or North American. No, it makes sense to me.
Yeah.
What happened? They say Atlantis went underwater.
Our mind state, our own government went underwater.
Of course. Law of the land. I mean, ain't it law of the maritime come? Ain't that the law of the water?
Yeah.
So aren't you underwater?
Yeah.
That's right.
Wow.
Yes. That's why the lady said you like Aquaman, Kev. Like you really. Somebody called me that in Atlanta. Somebody said you a real person that's here to help a lot of people because this is some vital information. Even with our small discussion we have, a lot of people can't even grasp what we talking about. This is deep shit, man.
You might be right on that one. Yeah, we touching on some, some stuff that ain't.
Wasn't it flooded?
Yeah.
No. It's like I'm saying about North America.
Yeah. And we always flooding,
And Titan's daughter is the one that was on Pirates of the Caribbean. I mean, Atlas' daughter, the one that's holding up the world on his shoulders, his daughter is Calypso.
Wow.
And Calypso was on Pirates of the Caribbean and the one who showed me how to get to the Flying Dutchman and what it was. And that's how we here today. It's from Atlas' daughter Calypso and the Flying Dutchman riddle.
Wow.
Ain't that a trip?
Wow, they put it in your face too.
Yeah, they really put it in my face, but it's hard to see when you ain't got the gift of sight.
That's the first time I heard.
That's the first time you heard that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. That's why me and G from the Bay in the chat room tripping out. We tripping out on a whole nother level because all of this is coming from what we learned about the Flying Dutchman, from the slave ships to the information that I'm displaying over the last week or so. Dude just said, why you keep showing the same pictures for a week or so? And it ain't been a week, but I'm saying, I know what he mean, and that's just because this is some vital, riddle-solving, awakening information. And until people get it, this is what I'll be doing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, you the only one out there doing it right now. To be honest with you, we need more people.
No, man. They said the scriptures say there was giants on the earth are titans.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And after the seed of the titan. So when you said we can be offspring of the titans, then that will make us the fallen ones in the fallen state.
Mm-hmm.
That will make you bloodline of the fallen ones.
Yep.
Yeah. The ones who fell from the grace of God and had to be men and die like men until they recognized that that's just what it was, Remember, Tupac had that chain of a black man in chains with an angel wings, condemned to this world like that.
That's Atlas.
That's Atlas. So he's the one walking with the world on his shoulders through the universe, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Giant, huge.
Yeah. Didn't they find giant bones here in New York and different places? The New York Giants.
Yeah, and you got New York Giants, and that's just crazy because that's where the Big Apple is. Is that the Big Apple that was bitten? You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Are you following me?
Yeah.
Follow me here. Look, where is the Garden State in America?
New York.
Okay, that's Jersey, correct?
Yeah, Jersey.
So the Big Apple was close to the garden. We can say that.
Yeah.
Okay. Jed blew that,
Mm-hmm.
lady. That's right. So for the people who in the know, they can already grasp what we saying here. What I'm saying, that there's more in this world that needs to be uncovered than what's been told to us. And that this is the biblical place. This is it. And it's all metaphor and it's all built on foreign nations and foreign gods and foreign ideologies.
Yeah. You ever paid any attention to the Mormon?
Yes,
Mormon,
a little bit, yeah.
You know that reaches deep down inside what we just talked about with New York, with that territorial
In where?
with them,
Utah?
huh?
In Utah?
Yeah, and in Utah, but they find the Emerald Tablet or something
Yeah, where they find those at?
in New York.
That's crazy because Captain John Smith is the same Captain John Smith that helped found the Virginia Company, which was a slave trading company, which was one of the first states in America. You telling me they found the Emerald tablets up there as well, and that had to do with the Egyptian tablets or the Emerald tablet, and they what they did what with it?
Well, the Mormons had it for a while, but I don't know who got it.
And the Mormons know that they living on the land of Judah.
Mm-hmm.
They do know that.
They sell a lot of the artifacts.
Well, that's because they stay. Well, who you think they sell it to? The Smithsonian. As long as they stay there mining. See, these Mormons are nothing more than the gold miners of old, proclaiming to be Puritans or Christians, whatever history got them made out to be, but they're playing a role. They're really just old gold miners and on the property of lands that they don't have. So they own old burial sites of our people. That's all that they own. And they in the homeland of the people of Scripture. That's it.
Well, I know they say Thought wrote, the Emerald Tablets, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you pay close attention to the Emerald Tablets.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is all of these stories took place here. They call the Egyptian stories, even the biblical stories of that time. So when I say, who was in the Bible that went to Pharaoh? Was that Joseph or any of these people? All of that stuff happened here. So yes, them finding artifacts of that here makes all of the sense.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense.
Hebrew texts and all.
The Hebrew text, they found that too. That's the danger of it all. That if this is so, then everything that we've been learning from these so-called Pan-Africans and so-called people who want to get in MOORS and stuff is nothing more than diversion away from God's word and His promise that He will deliver us this land for us, the land of milk and honey.
Yeah.
But this Atlantean story is really dope, and I'm gonna do a lot more research on Atlantis, and that'll make for a great conspiracy show because we could be living in a aquatic man, half aquatic, half man life here, where we're underwater or under the power of the sea.
If you in the belly of the beast or the bottom of the ship,
huh? Say it again.
You in the water.
That you in the water. So if you in the belly of the beast, are what you just said is the bottom of the ship, which we are in. I kept telling them we in the ship, we in the belly of the beast, and now it's making sense. Now it's making sense. You got a whole nation of people drown. Amoni says water world. Now that makes sense. Now you know what they were telling you. Because if the flood happened here and water arose, then it'd be a lot more law. The land will be coming out the water. kind of,
Yeah.
per se. But yeah, man, I get to it. We'll figure it out. Long as people keep dialoguing and keep calling and making these shows what they have become, it's great.
Yeah. I like it. Man. I enjoy, you know what I'm saying, tuning in.
Yeah, thank you for that, Chad. Thank you for the call. My man, yeah. So thought and all of that stuff, yeah, that's cool. My point is that's there. I don't believe in that stuff. I believe that they found an artifact that's cool. Whatever. My thing is the knowledge and the wisdom behind the fall. I believe in the God of Israel. I believe in scripture because that's what's been proven. Even it's just been proven. So that's like supreme word, I guess, because it's been on point for so long. If you want to support the show, remember to go to Cash App. Cash tag is Gills Gang. I'm going to do a few shout outs on my Cash Apps in the next 15 minutes. 424-209-9506. Shout out to Michael Clark. $10 donation in the Cash App. I'm going to hit that heart button on you right there, my man Mike. TRP. Always supporting the road. I love you, sis, for that. I just want people to really focus on, the fact that all of these events, this North America, South Central America, and South America is the history here is great. Unfortunately, we got robbers and tomb raiders and slave traders and merchants and people who steal you from one place, get rid of your whole lineage by selling you to a whole corporation. My point is, who gonna pay the ransom? You hear me? It's good y'all know about Ptah and y'all know about all this, the book of thought, and okay, that's cool. But God sent somebody who gonna pay that ransom though. Where Checker had though. You feel me? And I don't think people really understand why be ashamed of the one thing that can free your brain. That's all I'm saying. That's what I'm online for in this place they call the internet. A believer in thought is a believer in Egyptian mythology. I respect it. I don't believe in that. I know a lot of you brothers, then thought, and then this one, and that one. That's cool. That's cool to talk about. I like talking about that stuff. It is what it is. But I'm telling you, that's how we got here. Is from Atlantis, the daughter of the Titan Atlas. You get me? So that made sense because that's the Titan's daughter who's in the movie Pirates of the Caribbean. The black woman pirate, who tells how to unlock the chest with the key, where the key is, who to get it from, and what the key is for. You remember when he had to get the key from the captain's neck? You remember? Remember that was getting the key from the dude with the octopus face? Yeah. So a lot of these stories in the Bible is not only been planned out for a minute now. They plan out right in front of people's face, and because people are so caught up in the illusion of the illusionists, which they all would do. How do illusions happen? I mean, the illusionists work through illustrations, painting a good picture. That's how illusions work, through illustration. Through little illustrating forms of different art, and to get the people to believe all type of things. You know what I'm saying? I used to think all type of, oh man, the Africans, man, they took us down, bro. Oh, bro. Davy Jones. Davy Jones, right? Had to get the key from Davy. And what did the key unlock? Davy Jones existed on a ghost ship, on a phantom ship. Remember I told y'all I found the phantom ship. First of all, I found that y'all was on the ship in the first place. Then I found the phantom ship, even though a lot of people didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. Davy Jones, the ghost ship. And since this is the internet, this is a Scooby-Doo ass adventure, we're gonna end up taking the fucking mask off, and it's gonna be some old shriveled up ass bullshit to get your ass out of freedom. I mean, out of captivity. But somebody gotta find the key. I know how to do it. That's all. It's kind of like, what's that old mythological story with the sword stuck in the stone, and it takes the little boy to come remove the stone, and that person becomes king? It's one of those things in real life. These things happen. This is where these mythological stories come from, because they really happen in real life, and they trying to put it in a perspective of a story. You get me? Something that's amusing, something that is like. It really happened though. (424-209-9506). The box to his heart. Hey, G from the Bay, talk that shit, G. What is it? You feel me? What is it? Where Jesus always pointing at? You feel me? You feel me? Listen, G. This is what I'm saying. You know the story. That's why I told you, go watch that damn Pirates of the Caribbean. That's the movie that gave me the time that just said, wait the fuck 1 minute. The Flying Dutchman. Who the fuck is that? And we've been on an adventure ever since. We've been on an adventure ever since. Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air. What up?
Hey, what's going on, Professor? This is G calling from the Bay.
Hey, what up, G?
I've been enjoying the show, and I want to shout out TK too for calling in. But the information is outstanding right now. I'm hoping everybody that understands and that they know other people that understand, that they share this video and past videos with them, because it's one thing for us to know what's going on, but we got to make sure like-minded people know what's going on.
Yeah, you absolutely right. That's why I committed myself to it. I said, you know what? I'm going to direct all of my attention at this. I want to talk about so many other things, but this is important to me. And I know it's important to a lot of people. Waking up is important to us as a nation, but go ahead.
Yeah, and I definitely do not want to digress into no rap music, but I got to say this. We know the most popular album that not Leaders of the New School, Tribe Called Quest. Their most famous album was titled Midnight Marauders. And a marauder is someone who travels around plundering or pillaging.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't know
what's the Midnight Marauder?
I wouldn't have thought of that. So, but the Midnight Marauder is a damn thug, a pirate.
Right. And it says China built its famous Great Wall to keep out marauders from the steppes. So next time I'm gonna find out who the steppes were next. But I thought that was interesting.
Because they're warlike people. They're the hunt. What did we say? They bloodline through the Khans and Attila the Hunt.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And they built them walls to stop these crazy warlike people. Because they're crazy.
That's
Head
right.
shrinkers and all this. They eat cannibal. They eat you.
And then they tried to flip it and say it was us and that we were over here scalping people.
Savages.
We found out through the roll that no, y'all were the scalpers.
That's right. That's right. The Moors are the scalpers, and the Moors is a collection of Asiatic people. They was over here scalping and head shrinking. They families are families of this.
Exactly.
The Turks, they all had swords, right? When you look at their flags of Allah, right. What is it? Heads and swords. That's why they do skulls and bones. It's death.
It's on the feds.
Come on now. It's on the feds?
It's on the feds.
There it is there.
And allegedly it's because they're the gatekeepers of the secret.
They are.
So how do you expect gatekeepers of the secret to share information with you?
They can't.
They can't.
They can't. They are watching me right now trying to figure out how I got so much control and power. How I know this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anytime I talk to Masons, it's funny because they look at me the same way, not quite as much as you, I'm sure, but like, how do you know all this?
Yeah.
Because you once you start studying and looking at things for what it is,
yes.
and once again, I don't want to digress to rappers, but once we got on this pirate thing, I started remembering heck of verses from rappers where they were stating that they were pirates.
Yes. Rick Ross has an album, a song, Pirates.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And they sitting up there openly admitting it. And then somebody, I think it was TK, said that DJ Khaled was, Palestinian. And if you remember during the pandemic when he let his hair grow, it was right there in full view. He cut it off now.
Yeah, he was a full-fledged gypsy.
Exactly. So, and if you look at Puffy, when he let his beard grow, all these guys, he looked like one of the guys that's on the chart.
They all do. Even when I tell people, you got black Turks, dark skinned North Africans, all of these different nations of people, when in America claim to be you. Oh, we black and we went through the struggle and they against us. When in fact, this is the offspring of the same offspring that they blaming the white man. Y'all too are part of the slave trade.
That's right. The minute you start, the Moors, they always tell you, we've been here, we ran this, we ruled that. And the minute you ask them, well, where were you guys during slavery? You don't hear another word.
We was, so if y'all was the Moroccan government, then how y'all lose it in 1776, the same year the American government got their independence from who? Y'all!
From y'all. Because y'all came over here, made nice with us. We thought y'all was cool. And then y'all start bringing y'all friends over because guess what? Guess when they lost their foothold in Spain, the Moors.
They what? What they do?
When they lost their foothold in Spain. 1492.
That's when they lost their foothold. That's the same year Columbus got here.
Hello.
So how did they lose their foothold in Spain, but Columbus end up here and Plymouth Rock end up here in 1492?
That's what I want to know. I want more to explain it to me.
Yeah, how y'all get evicted the same year y'all end up here?
That's right. So yeah, I just wanted to call in.
And how was their independence, the same year as our independence? How was we free? How did they recognize us in 1776? How did y'all recognize the United States in 1776? But we got our freedom at that time. So y'all must have been the ones we got our freedom from. Y'all ain't nothing but a bunch of slave traders.
That's it. And I know they listening.
That's
and
right.
I want them to call in and explain to the row what's going on with that.
They more of a slave trader than the European white man who's sitting up today talking about, I'm on a job and we need to make America great again. This African Moor is more of a racist slave trader than him.
Because they doing the same thing now that they was doing then. They were just getting financed by those Europeans. They was the ones going out doing the work.
it was hard for the European colonies to even make it. They wanted, the British colonies saw that the pirates and the Berbers was bringing them more money. They gave them full monopoly over the full slave trade. Press 1.
Thank you.
The Moors in trouble.
And then you know what else I figured out from
Go ahead, King. What you find out?
What we've been on lately?
What's that?
Because I was thinking, how are they getting these people over here like that, right? But that's because in our minds, they had us thinking they was old, raggedy, rickety ships. No, these people had fleets.
Yes.
And I guarantee you, big fleet. And I guarantee you that there was checkpoints on the water.
Of course, they're called port. Yes, they're checkpoints on the water. There's checkpoints now on the water. You meet halfway point.
Exactly.
Some damn pirates drop off in exchange and passport and jump on here and jump on off here. Yes.
So they didn't even have to make the whole voyage over here from, say, quote unquote, Africa to the United States. You had checkpoints along the way where you just load and unload.
You just go and
all the way around.
You had islands that don't even exist no more. And people don't even know where they're at. And then, the ports of Haiti and the Caribbeans, this is where the black French, they saying Napoleon was a small, swarthy, brown-skinned black Frenchman. You know that, right?
Yes.
I almost slapped myself because I would have never thought Napoleon could be black. And that had explained the traitorism with the blue coats and the red coats over here, pretending to be our friends with the blackface. Go ahead, King. And they was put on by the Dutch. They was put on by the Dutch, the most racist black folks people on earth. The Dutch still play this blackface role because they know who put you in slavery. It's a front. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I digress.
And they're making fun of us with the blackface.
That's right.
They don't even know. But they had an episode of Good Times one time when the father told Michael, "Hey, I didn't know Columbus sailed with a spook, but how did we Columbus might have been one too."
Yeah, Columbus was a Moor. The Moors, he was riding with the Moor. He's a Spanish Moor. Moor just mean navigator.
That's it. And all the navigators that knew the seas were Moor.
And how you identify them is they wear compasses like 7%ers. That's a compass.
Yeah,
that's a compass.
Yeah.
And that's because they're navigators / wanderers / masons / travelers. What General Seti said he was in court and tried to get a Freemason pass, and the judge wasn't having it. God is good.
Because they tell us all the time, they show us all the time. We just have to peep game.
Yes.
Even in the movie The Pirates of the Caribbean, remember his compass pointed to the thing you wanted most.
His compass
so you have to know what you wanted
to get to the destination.
It points right, exactly.
So the compass pointed. That's why it was all wiggly and like tripping out, and it wasn't ever pointing to where they was. It always pointed to where his heart was.
You had to know what you wanted. You had to know what you really wanted for it to point in the right direction. If you was unsure, it would just wobble.
And you would never make sure.
Right.
You would never make
you had
doc.
To know exactly.
Just like a ghost ship.
That's right.
Can never make doc without that compass and knowing what you want and knowing what it's for.
So we got to get out of this mindset that these people, these subverters, are the same people that we are, because they've been misleading us and they've been knowing. All of these rap groups that's out here that people want to think, they cool and this and that. No, they not. They work for those people.
Get 21 Savage? Oh, he's a pirate. For sure.
He's a pirate.
You can he can dress up as a pirate. You say, God damn, you look like a real damn pirate.
It'll fit him just right.
Just right.
Yeah, but I just wanted to call in, Professor, let you know I'm always here, man. Y'all hit the like button, share this video, subscribe, Tap into the Patreon. I know you got $5 a month.
Hey,
so you can become a
know
part of Kev Gill's family,
you feel
and you
me?
can learn something. So like you don't be in like these other clowns in the chat. Somebody, oh, you got this picture up for 2 weeks, fool. Just tap into the road so you can learn something. That's all I gotta
say. his whole mind frame is
Professor.
pictures. Thank you, Jeff. Man, whole mind frame is out there just on these pictures been on this wall. You ever walked inside the classroom and see the presidents all around? You walk up in there and say, God damn, every time I come here in this class, I gotta look at Abraham Lincoln, George Washington. You ever see one of them kids, y'all taking a test and learning, and they say, Democrat. And they say, huh? What you doing back there? I was just wondering in my brain why the president. Sir, we talking about your freedom, not president. Yeah, I just want to know why all this stuff got to stay on the wall. Why all these pictures of the earth and stuff is in my class. You stupid. You gonna be stupid until you... You ever seen this? You got ADD, sir. You don't know how to pay attention. Shout out to my man for bringing that up. Damn fool. Why is it alphabets around in my classroom right here? If they leave it up there long enough, little DeAndre, they figure your ass to know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They leave that little chart up there, they figure you'll know 9 times 9 ain't 54. That's all I'm saying. Press 1. Press 1. I figure if I leave it up there, if I ask you something where the answer is in my classroom, you should get it right. You feel me, Todd? They asked one of these people, like Choke No Joke. They asked Choke No Joke, what's 9 times 9? The answer right there on the board. The teacher had a board right there the whole time, and Choke No Joke don't know the answer. The whole goddamn chart is on the wall. It's the last answer right there. 9. You line them up. 9 times 9. And the answer right there. 54. It's sitting right next to him. And he don't want to think. He want to talk so much and talk fast. 54 is the answer. So anyway, blah, 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 blah. You don't know Nubati Ali and all this extra. The profit from, I don't know profits like that. I don't know no pirate profits. We don't do PP loans here. Private profit loans. We don't do private tier loans. We don't do credit. One thing we don't do in a row. Private property loan. PPP loan. Something to do with pirates. And cryptocurrency. Fools go pirate. Why we want to work with Asiatic money? That shit ain't real. That shit is a bunch of digits with a bunch of YouTubers on the computer talking about, hey guys, welcome to my YouTube chat. Let me show y'all about cryptocurrency. Hit that like button and subscribe so I can show y'all my investments. You ever see that nigga at work that stay lying all the time about how much cryptocurrency he got? And when you get that report, you find out everybody took a loss yesterday, and that nigga been making up war stories, coming up in there. Look at this. I got this cryptocurrency. My shit is on fire. My last week at Taco Bell, right here. Right here. I signed up to Brother Being Crypto, Snoop Dogg Crypto, nigga, and then bam, robbed. Oh man, my crypto is almost about done right here. I'm about to make 30,000 tomorrow. Get the fuck out. Y'all stop this madness. If y'all stop this, cryptocurrency is not for you. That's not for black people. Y'all money have to be backed by stuff. Y'all need money to be backed by shit like gold, salt, wheat, minerals and shit. You feel me? Y'all let foreigners come over here, all y'all stuff up, just eat it up like a bunch of flies, a bunch of locusts. You become a third-class citizen in your own land. Because you set up here on this internet and let Sonetta, Young Pharaoh, General Seti, Brother Polite, Unk. Are you African American and you believe in the evolution theory? The people who created the evolutionary theory don't even believe that shit. They was Christians. They was just trying to figure something out. If it wasn't, y'all whole spiritual practice is a goddamn what if moment. It's a hypothetical. How the fuck do you believe you come from a rock in the universe that exploded and created amphibious beings like yourself? Y'all got some way talking about I don't believe in God. That white man wrote you that book. What you believe? Let me ask any of these people on my screen, what the fuck do y'all believe? Stop picking on my God, G. Y'all can go home. You don't want the sovereignty of this free place? Stop trying to turn our country into y'all countries back home. Why don't y'all just go home? You don't gotta make people believe what you believe. Just go home. If you like communists, go to China. If you like places where you ain't gotta be extradited for childlike behavior with children, go to Greece. If you like to be boo-booed on like 50 Cent and the rest of these people, go to the United Emirates. If you want to think anything that you want to just go home, you can do that. You can walk up and down the North African beach and wave Pan-African American flag and say, we home. We believe in this stuff right here. You don't have to stay here. I always ask myself, why are these people fighting so hard to convince me I belong in Africa? And now I know they ain't nothing but a bunch of slave traders. Press 1. I got a whole lifetime of work. Because I can prove that Phil Valentine, Bobby Hammett, Sachetta, Young Pharaoh, Brother Polite, Umar Johnson, Queen of Fufu, whoever else is a bunch of gimmicks and gypsies. All of that is fake. Roll. You feel me? You gotta get free somehow. You know, you gotta get free somehow. Somebody gonna have to wake up and tell y'all. How y'all gonna say my God ain't real, but y'all believe in ancestors? And y'all don't even got the right ancestors. Y'all putting on all this goofy clothes, talking about y'all African, yet y'all live here. I don't trust nobody of leadership who calls me black, African, American. Any of that shit. African American, black, Moor, African to Moor. No. Because I'm learning now that words is everything. Once you say you an Indian, your ass belong to the Indian company. That's British Empire. That's what they want you to say. They want you to say your ass is nigga black. So you can go get on the black ship, the black royal family, and be on that ship. They want you to get on any ship outside of God, but God put his people on the ark. You see why boats is needed? You see why the ark is rested right there in the right there? You see that right there, right there? You see how the ark is right there on one of the mountains right there, right there? They got ships too. They want to form their government the same way the ark, God's word, formed this government. That's all that y'all going through. Y'all thinking of Arabs and terrorists and stuff. No. The prophecies was talking about now. All of that shit in y'all head, disseminate that little fucking history lesson y'all got. Updated to now, that's what y'all going through. All of the Arabia, all of the Moors. The Moors are Asiatic, Turkey, a collection of Asiatic people. Do you get it now? And what they do is they travel the seas under corporations, knighted by the British monarchy, and they stole a position. All the king forts of the world was like what they call embassies. The rest of the world, as you can see, don't know too much, y'all. They brought you all the way down. You feel me? You know there was Negro, not African, Negro kings, Negro queens, all not just in America, all over the globe. We had embassies all over the place. And when they betrayed you, they murdered all of the kings and took over and put themselves up as people. Do you know that the Holy Roman Empire, the first one, was nothing? It was our empire. The first popes was Pope Leo. Let me show y'all something. Press 1. Y'all want a history lesson real quick? Can we do a history lesson real quick? Y'all never hear this because they want y'all dumb. They want y'all dumb. Remember I told y'all there's Black Germany. All this was you. All of it. And the place don't went to shit. Okay? So I'm going to take these off the screen and I'm going to do a small presentation. Okay? So since our people like conspiracy music, press 1. I'm going to do a Dane Calloway real quick. Because our people like they like conspiracy music. Shout out to my man Dane Calloway, the German Black. This conspiracy song is
introducing.
Not that. Let me see. I got to do some teaching today, y'all. Let me see. I got something else before y'all get up out of here. Let me see this music. Yeah, real conspiracy music. Coffee and Kush TV. All right, look. I got an episode coming. It's called Black Germany, right? And the Black Empire. Black Germany, history of the Black Holy Roman Empire. Remember I told y'all that the Holy Roman Empire is yours and that they stole it and that your Christ is that when the Pope assumed his position as a European leader, they stole the Christ position. That's all that they did, y'all. I'm here to tell y'all. They stole it all. This is why. It's the reason why in Rome, the papacy have all y'all history there. Because it's yours. Y'all ready? Where my people at? Let me make sure. Yeah, I'm not here to play with y'all. All right? I'm not here to play. When I showed y'all those black knights, you remember that, D-Jack? Remember with the German flags and all of this? They was all Negro. See, my family your families, our families are great kings of all empires, not they empires, our empires. They try to tell you the story backward. It's your empire, your name, the way you brought up, everything was taken from you. They know your name. You put into a social system that knows exactly who you are and how much you worth. You feel me? And with your captivity, if you know where you come from, you know that you're a slave right now. If you know what your name is, like I know my name, I know the meaning of my name, then I know where I come from, and I know what of nobility family I come from, and what hemisphere, and all of these great things. So it don't matter where I'm at. Shit like that. You're a dignitary. So look, just like they say the Grecians was black, not just Greeks. Rome was black. Press 1. They can't never tell you what's the bloodline of the Romans. The Romans are the same people who fell today. Remember, y'all be hearing that shit, man. The Spartan people was black too, man, and they don't ever prove it. They don't ever prove it, y'all. Y'all ever heard of it? Man, those people from 300 that was all black, and then this one. But we so confused, we don't know nothing. It's true. That's all I'm saying. It's true. And since people want to go back to when you was a native, let's not go back there. This is all you. You see them cornrows and that beard? Now see this? All these little heroes is you. All of them. I'm gonna do my documentaries like whatchamacallit. You feel me? I'm gonna keep waking y'all up. Every day is gonna be something new. Every day at this classroom, I'm gonna make sure that y'all learn something new. Okay? The papacy is yours. All of that. All that. It ain't got nothing to do with more. It's a holy people of a holy church. It's a holy tribe. It's a holy everything. You feel me? It's a holy everything. And they whitewashed this, meaning they took professional rags and sandpaper and shaded out the fact that these Negroes. You understand? And converted it. The Reconstruction period was about converting who you are and putting it on them. You'll never know who you is like that. Do you know I got a sister that look just like this? If you go on my Instagram right now, you will know my sister look just like this. It ain't no joke. This is why they want you to be an Indian. You're not no damn Indian. You are the rulers. You are the keepers of the law. That's what your ass is. A bloodline of the greats. Okay? Okay? This is who you is. Okay? You see this on his head? That's the papacy right there. That's a papacy hat. You know, I don't want to do this to y'all. I don't want to wake y'all up entirely. I just want to show y'all a little bit. I don't want to get them too much of my documentary right there. I don't want to give them too much of my documentary right there. I don't want to do that. You feel me? Kev wrote. So when we ready to grow in knowledge, go over there, take part in the Discord, basic conversation. Please, you know, I fuck with you. I fuck with you. Don't come over here trying to be me though. You feel me? If you're going to be a student, be a student. There's only one university here. We don't do universities inside universities. Press 1. We don't do that. It's just Kev Row or nothing. If it was your university, it'd be like this. It's not. You Kev Row University. Okay? Some of y'all got knowledge, but y'all direct us right off the cliff. We ain't got time for that. There's only one sea captain around here. Press 1. That's Captain Gillespie. You understand? You understand? All this other, what's that? Wisdom TV? Wisdom University? Listen, champ. Kev Row or nothing. 424-209-9506. You feel me? Or nothing, man. All this extra stuff, I'm not with. I'm not with people using my slang and coming up with different terms and trying to blend in to fit in. No. Call the show, become part of. We don't do the internet friendship. That's what we don't do. Don't not come over here thinking we cool or you going to try to fit in. The people who learn are in my class. This is what I want you to know. Okay? Mr. University. They're in my class for real. You feel me? So if they're in my chat room, they're probably on my Patreon, my Discord. If they're on my Discord, more than likely they're in Professor Gill's University, where the information just flows. Don't try to do that in my chat room. Take part. Take part. That's all you got to do. Take part. Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air. What up?
What's up, Kevo? I was calling.
What's up?
I was talking about some of the half truths I saw. I thought that you let some people fill in the blanks.
What you say? Who's this?
This is Michael from California.
What up? So go ahead. What's on your mind, Jam?
Well, I mean, I like what you're saying, but it seems like there was a little bit of half, or maybe just halfway. You like you get to a certain point, but then I didn't get a full definition of what you're saying. Like, what's the more? Who was here before Christopher Columbus? Who was Christopher Columbus? So I was like, are you taking questions?
Am I taking questions?
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, you can ask me a question if you like.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I would say that the same. Well, I don't think that they did. I don't think that the people who were enslaved. I would say that they were already here on this land, and I don't think that those Barclay boats that was the Barclay boats that were insured by that was insured by the British. That you said that brought the slaves over. It doesn't. They said there were hundreds of millions of slaves came over on the Atlantic slave trade, but I thought the argument was that a majority of the people were already here in this land, and that they could be the same people. Does that make sense?
I don't understand what you mean. I'm saying that the transatlantic slave trade happened in reverse. That they didn't bring people from there; they shipped them from here and shipped them outward.
Yeah. And yeah, I do agree with you that those African sultans did sell a group of their people off into the European slave traders, and that they did have a hand. Because you were saying the Moors were slave traders, and pirates.
Yeah, the Moors.
Okay, now I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, and so I was saying, but I was trying to get a little more clarity as far as, but it seemed like I got the idea that they were bad people, or they were savage. I'm getting an idea from you that they were savage people, or like they weren't civilized. Is that what you're saying?
I've never said that they were savages, and I never said that they were uncivilized. They ran a whole republic. They had a whole distribution. It was a kingdom built on slavery.
Yeah. And I do agree with you that you were talking about all the when you talk about Christianity and the Vatican,
it's a cruel thing. I mean, if you help put the American Negro, the American population in bondage and slavery and helping them lose throughout history who they are, that's one of the worst types of atrocities known to man. That is a real crime against humanity. So yes, savages. I didn't call them that. I kept it respectful. But you're talking to a person whose culture it happened to, not one who participated in it. So go ahead.
Yeah. What do you think about that Nation of Islam book, where the secret relationship between the blacks and the Jews, and it talks about a majority of the slave traders, the insurance companies, the boat builders were Jewish? Did you include that in your argument as far as like it wasn't just one group of people who were involved in the slave trade?
That's what I'm saying here. I'm saying that's what I've been saying here. That it's not just one group, and I'm really highlighting not just that group of people you can kind of see the American white person or the Jewish person. I want our people to know that there's black people who conspired for them and sold us to them as African slaves.
So what do you think about King George, the one who was fighting against the British king who was fighting against George Washington? Some people say that he was Moorish or he was of African descent. And because you were talking about how they lost their power here in America, he talks about 1774 and how they started the Continental Congress and who they got their authority from. And would you agree with that it was already, that form of government was already here, but that you said it was just Are you familiar with the Iroquois? The Iroquois tribe in New York.
Hold on. You're saying you're asking me. You're bombarding me with so many questions and moving on.
Oh, sorry.
No, sorry. You're more. You just wanna. Let me ask you something, and then bombard me with question after question after question after question after question, when this is a classroom about you. about what you know. You know, I asked you said if I asked could I take a question, I took 1, 2, 3. You know, when are you gonna display like trying to pick my brain about what I know here and there just to get me to talk? I just talk anyway. You know, you don't got to try to pick my brain and ask me questions on different levels here and there and all around. Doesn't make it is not no use for it. What I'm saying was those systems, the government's already in play, a continental congress and all of these words like this one. There's a lot of there was a government installed before. Yes, I've said that over and over again. You can't get what I'm saying is what you calling the Moorish Empire. The Moors were expelled from Spain. There were no more. You get that, right? Just like they were expelled from every damn where. I'm telling you, the Moorish Empire is an old slave empire of old North African slave traders. From Arabia, all North African stuff that was knighted by the British. The African Royal Company. The Royal African Company. It was the black face of the British Royal. It was the same thing the Dutch was doing. They had the same thing. Okay? You know, before y'all get to asking me all this, make sure your brain is there. You know? No, I thought it was something 100, 200 million African slaves that they brought. It was a lot of us that was traded off to the world. There was a lot of us that was taken from one coast to another and sold for nothing. You know what for not mean? You were sold for nothing. That don't mean no money. That's one for nothing. Because they gonna get their money off of you. That's what it's for. No, I mean you were sold for nothing because you were naturally born here. That's why. You were sold for not, for nothing. For no reason whatsoever. No reason. Because the Virginia Company itself, you see, y'all don't even know what I'm doing. The Virginia Company itself had its slave that it brought with them. This is how the pirates knew how to get you over there, just like they know how to traffic you right out these Atlantic clubs, these coastal, put your ass in a cargo ship and your ass end up in a foreign nation. Same way. Same way. And put you on a boat over here. You've been way over there fighting these people. And it wasn't hard neither. While y'all men was out fighting wars and shit, they coming on the other side, raping and pillaging your villages and taking the young men, killing them, and taking your women like Pocahontas type style. Pocahontas, that story is a symbol for what they've done to you. Not that that's a real person. That's a symbol of what's been done to you. You get me? So don't let these people lie to you and tell you this shit didn't happen. It ain't real. And it wasn't no real rebellions. And Nat Turner wasn't real. It wasn't. It's not about the character. It's about the overall concept of what you're going to have. Our people's simple. You know? Our people was real simple. The Pocahontas story is about Captain John Smith. Once again, not only is this John Smith the one that helped out in Titanic, this motherfucker helped out in the Virginia Company. He helped find the Emerald Talent. It's a cold John Smith, ain't it? I ain't never thought about these things. Fucking John Smith. If they kidnapped us from here, how are we still here though? I thought we verified it. Weren't they many slaves brought here that were sent to Brazil? Who is we, Miller? You still got all these questions. What you mean? How could, if they kidnapped us from here, how could we still be here? Sir, there are people who are kidnapped on this land that's still on the land, and they're kidnapped. Sir, at these times, there was no registry of police or none of that shit like this. They will take you from one side. You know who owned one side? the Dutch, and the Spaniards, and the French. Who am I talking to? And the French. You know the term divide and conquer? They split America in two. And then Napoleon came and pillaged everything and sold Louisiana to who? The Virginia Company. Press 1. I'm not going to give you everything, but I'm going to give you everything, though. You couldn't even your brain, the question alone is retarded. Shout out to Darrell White. Shout out to you. You got to know. But hey, my phone lines stay open. It's good to know. It's good to see that people are learning. If you'd like to support the show, again, go over to my Cash App. My cash tag is Gills Game. Shout out to the people who's in my Cash App. Mr. Bo Cat, shout out to you, brother. Shout out to Rosalind Brown, Miss Jamie Lee once again, Michael Clark, Mrs. Tyler, TRP, of course, Mrs. Terry Lynn, the Big Purple House. Shout out to you, Queen. And Ollie Ware, shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you and Mr. Walker. Shout out to you, Mr. Walker. I didn't see that, actually. I didn't see that, Mr. Walker. I'm going to give you a like. All right, okay. I did see it. But shout out to y'all. Shout out to my support team. They are who helped this show continue on. Shout out to Amanda for throwing my link out there. You want to donate, just hit the link. Please do not super chat if you don't got to. Just hit the link. You know what I'm saying? I'm on strike. They don't my videos are not monetized. I don't get any funds. My YouTube check from this is $100 or something. You know what I'm saying? So keep it that way. Keep that shit low. Donate to that link right there. My Cash App is Gills Gang. The link is right there. And help support where we're going with the role. I am in now full studio mode. Finna work on my cartoons. If you want to help with that, please let me know. You want to help do voiceovers or just content creation with the cartoons? That'd be great too. My thing is, look for something you can do just to get involved, because I do a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's my main thing. Is I do a lot, and it slows me down. Do not come around me trying to distract me. I don't need it. I don't need the fake love. I don't need the, Kev, who is you? You talking my language. I don't talk nobody language. If I'm talking your language and it make you attracted to me or something like that, you got to be on the level of talking the same language. Like me, you got to be able to understand this mindset. So it's a lot of people that I couldn't even talk to in real life anyway, because their mind is not where mine is, where it's going. And I'm always a man on the pride. I'm always a man on the grind. You feel me? So a lot of people can't even take that. So y'all quit hitting me up with this bullshit. Just wild shit, because I'm not that. You know what I'm saying? And I've learned I've learned from my many mistakes that although I fit the profile of you, of what you like in a man or something like that, you don't fit the profile of what I like in a female. Press 1. And that's where a lot of things is. A lot of us be trying to make this shit what it's not. A lot of people, we just ain't got no connection like that. Like, my soul ain't connected to that shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I need somebody who fully understand this concept or willing to learn. You feel what I'm saying?
We're talking
What they say, let the man lead. Yeah, y'all gotta let that man lead. phone now. You just said this was a few grandmas ago. Now you say all the way in the 1400s. You confusing people, bro. Kenneth Miller. It depends on what you're talking about. The 1400s or whatever. Nothing has happened over here before the 1600s. So all this 1400 shit you talking about, sir, is for the birds. I don't even talk about the 1400s. That shit don't even exist to me. That shit is like illustrations only. You feel me? My thing is about when y'all got here. So although you trying to confuse and confound, Kenneth, I just want you to know I saved a few $100s on my car insurance by switching over to Geico. You feel what I'm saying, Jal? Just know that. You feel me? Just know that. You feel me? Just know that. You playing around in school, Kenneth, just to talk. You know. Go ahead, Kenneth. The sad part about Kenneth is, and men like Kenneth is, it's funny that AG from the Bay, tell me this is true, that women understand this a lot more and willing to sit down and listen a lot more than our brothers. Ain't that true? But the brothers are more willing to distract and try to just get women's attention on why they shouldn't be paying attention and why the professor is wrong. They spend their whole time in class trying to refute the professor. Why, G? Why they do that to me? G? They spend their whole time in class trying to refute my shit. Coffee and Kush TV. You on the air.
Hey, Kev, this is Lynn. I'm working and I've been in the chat listening to you.
What's up, Queen?
And I love what you're doing with the show today. But I want to go back to a point that you made very early in the show about the Moors and where they come from and how they're Asiatic. So I have been doing some research and have been reading, and when I read Destruction of the Black Civilization by Chancellor Williams, he talks about how the Asians conquered Egypt. He never refers to them as quote unquote white people, what we would call them today. He only calls them Asians. So basically it was the Negroid race. Right.
Okay.
It was basically the Negroid race, and then it was the Asian race.
Yes.
So when the Asians went and conquered Egypt, they also took the women. When they took the women, they had illegitimate kids with the women. They were not accepted by their Asian fathers.
So they had bastard children.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
And they were all part of Northern Africa.
Boom. Go ahead, Queen. Go talk. Teach me
and
something.
And they learned everything that the Egyptians had knew because they were still there in the land. So they knew everything. They knew all the secrets. They were the gatekeepers.
You know what? This is so the Asiatic folk of the time conquered what they call Northern Africa.
Right.
How much more of Africa did they conquer? Shit.
It's my theory that the bastard children, because in the book he explains that they despised their mother and they weren't fond of their fathers because the fathers didn't accept them. So they created their own race because they weren't accepted on either side.
And what was that?
They weren't accepted on the Negroid side, nor were they accepted, and they looked like the mothers. So they were darker in skin complexion, and they weren't accepted by their Asian fathers.
So what did they become?
They became Moorish.
Or gypsies.
And they roamed the land. In the northern part of Africa, what we would now consider the Middle East, Arabia, Libya, Morocco, Algeria.
There we
That was
go.
all of their territory.
Okay. So that makes sense. And what book is
I
this?
just want to tell you
What
that
book
you're
is
doing a
that?
great job with the
What
show.
book is that?
This is Destruction of Black Civilization by Chancellor Williams.
Okay, I'm gonna read that.
All right. You
And
have a good day.
thank you
Keep
so
doing good
much.
on the show.
You just had me fucked up right now. Thank you, Queen.
You're welcome.
Yes, ma'am. And see, that's what I was saying, Kenneth. While you're going from not understanding nothing, and I'm confusing you, the women who knows a lot about everything, because the women they know a lot. They know a lot. You know, coming up, you've done with a bunch of different nations of niggas. Listen, you know a lot. I'm just saying, the women help me out greatly. Just by saying, look, Kev, you right. Look, you talked about this yesterday. You was on point with this. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Rather than sitting up there acting confused and like you don't know. Y'all people got to start waking up and become part of, G. You feel me? I see Kenneth just like to talk. He just want to be a chat room junkie. He don't want to take part. He don't want to become part of the classroom. He don't want to become part of nothing. These type of individuals, y'all can have on the internet and go listen to rap, commentary, go watch reactions, go do something else. Go watch little ant farms and shit. I don't care. This classroom ain't for you. This is a learning class, bro. They pay me very well to get my goofy ass up here and teach. And I will not let students like you come in here and mess our classroom up, playing around, fronting and scheming. The fellas, they not going for it. They on your head. The women ain't going for it. I'm gonna give them some moderator jobs. They'll be over here like Wakanda. Coffee and Kush TV. Coffee and Kush. Well, I guess that's it for today. I'll come back if I'm up and I come across something dope. I hope y'all tuned in to my other YouTube channel. Sign up to patreon.com/KevGillsTV. Become part of the show. Over there, I will be doing a lot more relaxed commentary on what y'all like the most, which is gossip about the world. So I'll do that over there. It'll be more of a radio show. People will be allowed to call in. We talking about from relationships to narcissism to exiting crazy relationships, nigga baby daddies, nigga baby mamas, dumb